Hello everyone, we are back with Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we took out Melchior and sent him out to pasture. And this time, only one spot remains. It's time to take it to Dante's. Show that guy what's for. Not really much else to say. Time for us to get a move on. I'm excited. This should be the finale.
Like our final destination.
Yep. Thank you, Katra.
The Genesis is reacting. That must mean the 7th is near.
I'm not even going for the sprint.
Guess it's the end of the road then.
That it is. It's been a long time coming, man. A long time. But we're finally here. Sometimes I don't have to do a launch spiel to start things off. I can just let everything that we're seeing speak for itself. Wow. Quite a grand stage, I'd say. There it is. Red, huh? I guess they all have to be a different color to some extent, yeah? We've got the bars. Are we going... MIDI whistling? Surprised he knows how to do things like whistle.
Song from Tingo's recording? That's right. It's called La Horacianese. It was a popular song during the revolution a century ago.
Interesting.
I believe they once considered making it the official national anthem of Calvert.
Yeah, but they decided against it. They went with Swear on the White Cloves instead.
I don't know what that tune is. I wonder if we've even heard that yet. Maybe we, if anything, we probably heard it during like the presidential address from Gramhart.
It is a song about the fall of the nobility and the rise of the people. In theory, an ideal fit for the freshly minted revolutionary government.
True.
Alas, there was a hint of a lingering fondness for the old kingdom in the lyrics. And they couldn't change them because the song was too well known at that point.
Ah.
So they went with a different tune.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the history lesson. I appreciate it. Doesn't mean we're not going to beat your ass.
We didn't come here for a history lesson, you prick.
Okay, well, me and Van are of slightly different minds.
Perhaps not, but I welcome you all the same, Arkride. And I will extend my warmest greetings to your employees and your concierge.
I like how he treats her as like a separate entity, like detached from all this. Doesn't ignore the fact that we also have two others here that aren't employees, but whatever.
It's good to see you as well, Roaring Lion.
Never mind, I guess he is at least bringing attention to him.
I have cast that name aside. You would do well to forget it.
I don't think it's really gonna matter. I don't think we're gonna see this guy past this point, dude. Also, I like how every single time someone calls him by his Chuny title, he's like, nope, not me. Never heard of it. Cast it aside.
The past is a matter of great import on this particular occasion, so I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, really?
And I can't forget yours either, Agnes Gramhart.
Wow, pulling out the last name, eh?
You may hide under a false name, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes.
You know, that is kind of a cool last name. I mean, I like Claudel too, but Gramhart is kind of just goated last name.
Right. That would be your real name, wouldn't it?
Guess I never really thought about it before.
Yeah. I mean, we've known her as
Yes,
someone else.
I've been using my mother's maiden name ever since my father took up office.
Interesting. Well, you know, for appearance's sake, we'll probably continue calling you Claudel and everything, but hey.
It's what our protection service recommended 2 years ago. I've just gotten used to it at this point.
Makes sense.
I was caught off guard by your father's intervention in this affair, though I shouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, no, I was very caught off guard.
He has always been a man of action. He's quick to conduct blackmail and other self-serving political decisions. That's part of why I believed there was room for negotiation between us, but that ship has sailed.
Yeah, no, he only does that with reputable people like Ouroboros. I can't even say it with a straight face.
I'm sorry, what?
The president of the republic would never cut a deal with a man who wiped out an entire village.
especially when it's his people. My father wouldn't stoop to your level.
Like, I don't know what skeletons that guy's got in his closet. I'm sure it's not as bad as Dante's, but it's probably gonna end up being comparable in the end. I don't know. Listen, maybe I just don't trust people in power after the likes of Osborne, or the likes of Dieter, or the likes of Richard. But you know...
I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. I've heard rumors that he entered into an agreement with the Society.
Damn, you heard about that?
But let's put that aside. I shouldn't be driving a wedge between you and your father. Your relationship with him is fractured enough as it is.
Ouch. Yet truthful.
So we can leave it at that. Though I am curious as to how he merged the Epstein bloodline with his own.
Honestly, I have been curious about what the hell her family tree's with, because it must be insane to look at. There is a lot to unpack there, and I don't know how we will end up going about it. Because we still have quite a bit of questions to answer in regards to Agnes and Van still. Like, those two are very much... I mean, we have a lot for most of the main cast still, but those two are like the two big ones, you know?
Actually, he didn't really. Her grandmother was adopted, so she's not a blood relative of Epstein.
Right, that too.
You really like getting under people's skin, don't you, Dantes? Actually, what do we even call you now? Don Dantes? His Highness Prince Dantes?
Don Dantes is kind of funny sounding. Let's go with that one.
Or High Priest Dantes of the DG cult?
I mean, DG's kind of dead, so that feels like kind of dead naming him. I wouldn't really go for that one.
While we're at it, let me ask you something else. Back in Arasion, it didn't seem like you knew for sure that I was your target. But that's changed now, hasn't it? Have you been waiting for me specifically all this time?
Damn.
Because from where I'm standing, it looks like all of this pandemonium nonsense was just a ploy to draw me in.
What?
Considering how everything related to it is connected to him, that tracks.
Really?
Your arrogance truly astounds me, boy. Bringing you here was merely one part of my grand scheme, not the focal point.
Okay.
My primary goal is, and always was, to create and spread pandemonium throughout the world. My ambitions lie beyond the ruined kingdom and the fallen cult. Even Armada was simply a means to an end.
I see.
The day I stole this power from you, my very reason for being changed forever.
Okay.
I will expose the true form of this nation, as well as this continent. A world hinged on lies. And I will do so by taking the form of ultimate fear.
I see it. The fear.
You're gonna do what now? Wait. Hold up.
Judith is always great for comedic effect. You know, I wouldn't really say we have like an equivalent of like Ash or Machias, but she does kind of have like the comedic stain of the group, I guess. Like the one character that doesn't... It's either her or Fairy as like the representative of the dumbass committee, where you just have a character who doesn't get what's going on more, so they like prod and ask for more questions because they don't get things in order to get like a villain or someone to explain more. You know, kind of like an audience surrogate to an extent, I guess, in some cases.
What did you mean by the day I stole this power from you?
You saying you took something of Van's? What for? No way. Is that what turned the capital into pandemonium? With the Genesis as its conduit?
Oh, music faded out. We're going serious mode.
Precisely. It all began 11 years ago, when I received a curious report from one of our lodges.
Aye, aye.
They captured a boy who was born with a demonic element, and they were attempting to extract it
Born
by
with
any
it.
means necessary.
Born with a demonic element. So that means that there's some hidden insane lore before Van even was taken in by the DG or whatever. I say taken in very loosely, but you get it.
The members of the DG cult were out of their minds. Not that I'm in a position to judge, of course.
Of course, of course.
But to them, no idea was taboo. Anything was fair game as long as it furthered their goal to reject the existence of the goddess.
So, but you were a member of DG, right? So, were you just kind of there, but like, damn, I thought I was fucked up, but look at these people.
Nevertheless, the vast majority of their misbegotten schemes came up empty, but on occasion, they would happen upon a gold mine. And their crowning achievement was finding the diabolic core that resided in the boy.
What the fuck?
That core possessed unspeakable power. It had no place within this realm of existence. It was a forbidden fruit that was ripe for the taking.
Also, one, this is entirely and insanely fucked up. Second, no place within this realm of existence. Could that mean that whatever power that Van has had since apparently his birth is from the same place that like McBurn is and maybe the Grandmaster or something? Because McBurn's like out of this world. This guy does not belong here, stuff like that. He's from like outside the realms of Samaria. He might be like, you know, it might be like some fourth wall breaking shit, like he came from the real world or something like that, but it's hard to say. The point is that something's really fucky with the fact that Van has apparently had this thing inside him since he was born or something like that. That means that there's like some super, super deep seated stuff below the surface. Because, you know, there's got to be an additional explanation than, yeah, this guy just has this underneath the surface and he had it when he was born. There had to have been circumstances related to his birth that led to this. Trails isn't like that. They don't just do that type of stuff where it's like, yeah, this guy just kind of got unlucky. He just got this. I mean, maybe they'll have it be he was just unlucky, but usually to be that unlucky, you'd have to have something that leads up to it, or like something that raises the chances of you ending up in this circumstance. So there's got to be some legitimate reason into that, but anyways.
So naturally, I seized it. I told them to hand it over, and they couldn't very well refuse the request of Calvardian royalty and their high priest. Before that day, I had no dreams nor ambitions to speak of. I led a hollow existence.
Good lord.
But the moment I laid eyes on that core, I instantly came alive. I was drawn to its radiant beauty, and I was sucked in by its blackened splendor. I welcomed it into my body, and then I was reborn.
I'm getting flashbacks to Cold Steel 4 all of a sudden. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The cult came under fire by the society.
Holy shit,
and then
holy
it
shit.
was
Big stuff,
nearly
big stuff.
annihilated by a large-scale operation led by a famous bracer.
Holy shit. I kind of wish I could go back a bit because there was I saw Joshua and Luve there, I guess, which I guess is when Paradise and a bunch of other places got destroyed and whatnot. Damn, Arios, Cassius, Guy, and Zen, eh? I forgot there was 4 of them there instead of just 3.
But I avoided the fate that befell the cult. I escaped using my newly acquired demonic power. After that, I began my life anew in the Mafia. I deceived Almada's witless leader with ease and put him to the sword.
Understandable. Got your whole 5 there.
Then I gathered minions who would do my bidding, including Melchior, who hailed from the group that was birthed by my former abode.
Dude, that's so insane. Become like a big thing in DG, and apparently DG created the Gardens, but the Gardens have outlived that, right? So this is like a bunch of crazy stuff. Actually, I guess I haven't really processed it, but now that, yeah, it didn't really process, but I guess all of the leaders of the Garden have just been erased now, right? Because first there was Emperor, then there was Olympia, then there was Ariok, and then there was Melchior. there was 4 gardens, and we've dealt with all of them now. Which kind of feels weird that it's been wrapped up like this. You know, it feels like they were making out the gardens to be a bigger thing, and I didn't think it would be dealt with this much. Maybe there's like... I mean, we know that the gardens were all led by different people, but maybe the gardens themselves has like an overseer or something. Like a proper overseer to all 4 divisions or something, like an actual proper like master of it. I don't know.
Van,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I had no idea those lost 7 years were filled with so much trauma.
Jesus. Yeah, all 7 years dealing with that? That must have fucking sucked, dude.
You had a diabolic core inside you? What even is that?
Like I said, dumbass committee. Though, I can't say I'm not curious myself. Like I said, good audience surrogate.
You knew about this all
insert.
along, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I assisted with the operation that eradicated the cult.
That tracks.
During the mission, I chanced upon Van, who had miraculously survived, yet lost the will to live. I then treated his physical and mental wounds.
So much like how Guy saved the likes of Tio and Louvet saved Ren, Bearguard was the one that saved Van. Interesting.
4 years later, our paths crossed once more, while he was wandering aimlessly after dropping out of school.
Huh. So the question... Aimlessly after dropping out of school. So the question that comes is, what happened to him? What was the true thing that led him to leaving school? Because, you know, he left Elaine and Renee behind and ordered to do something. We don't really know what. Maybe it was just guilt. Maybe it was guilt and his lasting trauma from being with the DG. That seems the most plausible, but...
Bet you regret bumping into me after all the trouble I caused you from that point on.
Oh, come on, you big lummox.
You
Calm on down.
went through all that too, Van?
This guy is... He downplays his own... He downplays his own pain a lot. Like, he's always deflects it and says, like, yeah, he's always been, like, kind of a martyr in a way. A glutton for punishment in many ways. Wait. Huh? What do you mean?
Sorry for not coming clean about this sooner, Catra.
Wait, is that what happened to Catra when he was a kid that we haven't discussed yet?
You ain't like me, though. You picked yourself back up and started a new life.
Holy shit, so Catra was also... Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people that were affected by that, huh?
You've even got a family. And a nice one at that.
You have one too, you fucker! Oh, whatever.
You're right. I've got the Professor, Essie, and Yang, who have all helped me get back on my feet.
You literally have a family. Half of them you're with and things like that, but you also have the people at Monmart.
And there are others in the Institute,
Oh my
Artisanal
God.
District, and Vern whose shoulders I can lean on. I have many people whom I treasure dearly.
Alright, Catra, now turn this around on him. It's interesting, though, because we haven't really properly talked about what Catra went through yet, so I guess we're just kind of revealing this here. Maybe Van himself pieced it together, but no one else has or something?
But isn't that the same for you?
There we go.
You have many loved ones in your life who will support you however they can.
Yeah. I'm thankful for all the people who have stuck by my side. And I should thank you for the long-winded exposition, Dantes. Say, have you ever considered a career in film? You'd make a half-decent narrator.
That's a good one.
You're letting those badass vocal cords go to waste. Why don't you ditch this Mafia gig and shoot for a big debut on the big screen?
God, how can I not be a big fan of Van, though? Like, I'll give him shit for being, like, a martyr and things like that, but Reen was, too. Van's just a really fucking good character. Like, holy shit. And this is his first game as a pro tag? Are you kidding me? Like, dude, they do so well with this guy for it being only his first game. Like, I really can't state that enough. Also, yeah.
I'll even set you up with Gotti. Who knows? Maybe you'll land yourself a starring role in a sexy romance flick with Jupiter.
You're saying this in the final fucking confrontation of the game. Are you shitting me? That's such an insane line. You can't just say that, dude. Holy shit, Judith's about to retch. Oh my god. That is so fucking funny though. Dude, he's saying this to the guy that traumatized him. That's insane.
Oh, hell no!
Like I said, retch.
Ridiculous.
Oh my
I
god.
can never return to an ordinary life in this world, nor do I have any desire to.
Well, I appreciate your being forthright with it. God, Judith's reaction is exactly what I expected it to be. Like I said, she is a very good comedic character. Girl's like, what the fuck, dude? Wait. Let's see. Yeah, dude it really does have good vocal cords. Dude, imagine Gotti, like, meeting Dantes and being like, yeah, you could go real well in one of my movies, dude.
Oh,
Hell no!
All I want is for this meaningless chapter of existence to draw to a close.
You're not gonna get that, pal.
And I will write its end myself. Come forth, Apeiron!
Apeiron? What, do you summon like a divine knight? Oh, this thing. Sorry, I forgot the name of your sword. Cool sword, though.
What the hell is that?
That sword is covered in ominous miasma.
Oh, now you're doing this. You look cool with it.
It's those glyphs again.
so you've become an undead too.
I mean, yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be standing here.
That can only mean one thing. You definitely perished that day in the palace.
Okay, never mind, I'm just piecing that part together.
Indeed. And of course, this
Indeed!
is not the Empire's curse at work.
Yep.
In order to unleash the full breadth of the Diabolic Core's power, I had to cast aside the shackles of mortality. So I put my plan into motion.
I just want to say this, guys. It's funny, like, Demon Melchior is one thing, but Demon Dantes is, in particular, as wow.
First, I burned Cray to the ground, so that I could set the stage for the game in Oracion. That village made for the perfect sacrificial lamb.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Basically, one thing to another.
And like a lamb to the slaughter, you, Arkwright, the owner of this core, heard my call, followed me into the city, and plunged your sword into my chest.
The owner of this core. You know, this has me kind of worried that if Van kills Dantes or something, he's gonna get whatever that core is back. Maybe that'll be like a plot set up for next game, like, uh-oh, he's got demons inside him again, whoopsie.
Thanks to you, I have been reborn as an undead, and now I wield the power to use the Genesis to unfurl pandemonium throughout the land.
Like, I think it's kind of a... What's the line? The line from... Oh, right. Insomnium Files, when it says, a journey's only complete once you return home. Which means that something like that could mean that the core, after going through all this and being away from Van so long, returns to where it first came from, which was from him. Like, I could see that going that type of route or something.
How could you? People's lives aren't just toys for you to play around with. You killed all those people and crushed their hopes and dreams for such a stupid, selfish reason?
I thought Melchior was the lowest of the low. But clearly I was wrong!
I mean, I don't know. Do we got a power scale crimes here? Like, I feel like Melchior is still that. I mean, Melchior said he dotted every T and dotted every I and crossed every T or whatever the hell.
I'm sorry, Dantes.
What?
What? That really did sound like it. Hold up.
What?
With like the demon filter or whatever, it really did sound like the Chris Pratt one for a second.
I'm guessing you weren't always quite this twisted. You lived a life bound by your birth, and after that, you were forced to rely on a cult of lunatics who you wanted nothing to do with.
I was gonna say, it did seem like during his DG days that he wasn't as fucked up as the others. Dude was just kind of empty with nowhere to go. He was just kind of wandering around aimlessly. I mean, he himself said he felt like a shell or hollow or
Then your
something.
luck went up in smoke, because you met me. The core inside me changed you forever.
What, are you gonna frickin' apologize to him for that shit? I mean, clearly it's pissing him off, so apologize more, I guess, in that case. Whoop.
What happened to Cray, Dingo, and those who died in Arasion?
Oh, I can't do that one. Sorry, I was gonna try to say with the slow pan-in shot, I was gonna try and just continue the text without it on screen for a bit, but guess I can't do
Even
that.
Pandemonium itself. All comes back to one troublesome punk.
You fucking whack job.
Van, that's not...
Yeah.
That's bullshit and you know it. This isn't your fault, Van.
Like I said, martyr to the extreme.
The world does not revolve around you, Van Arkride.
Holy shit. Dante spitting facts? Also, I noticed the fanes on him. That's a nice touch.
I have walked this path of my own free will, and every choice I've made has been mine and mine alone.
Damn, he's actually getting pissed.
How dare you imply otherwise? I will not stand to be pitied by the likes of you. Once you finally breathe your last, the final factor will be unleashed.
I like how pity is the thing that gets him pissed off most.
And then the diabolic core that dwells within me will become whole and return to its true form. At long last, you will finally be mine, empty husk.
Well then.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
The crap that's coming out of your mouth is as dumb as your hair, asshole!
Wow.
We cannot and will not overlook what you are saying about Mr. Arkwright.
He starts crying. He's like, my hair's not
Take those words
dumb.
back. I won't stand for you calling Van an empty husk. He's a wonderful human being. And he's someone who is dear to us all.
Van yet again getting a jolt of ass shit.
I can take comfort in finishing you off one last time. And I'm not just doing that to get my core back. It's a Spriggan's job to take out power-hungry bastards when no one else can!
Bearguard and Judith didn't get their words in.
I look forward to seeing you try.
Dun, dun, do, 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 do.
Deploying shards!
Alright, round two, buddy.
Time to bring an end to this charade.
The white hair and the glyphs do look cool on you, though. Hey, yet again. You've got a shitload of health. I should probably do it. I was kind of debating doing it, honestly, but nah.
Time for a new look.
Let's give who's supposed to be a proper villain a good send-off, I guess, here.
If you please.
There we go. One. He did a bit of damage there. Let's go for this.
Cypher, activate. There.
Ow. Ow.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Yeah, let's go for some speed up. I don't really do that much, but now's a good time for it.
It's go time.
Let's see here. Grimcats, maybe?
I prowl and there's nothing I can catch. At your service. It's go time.
Boost level.
Let's go for this.
Bet this'll sting.
Activating skill.
Alright. Good damage, good damage.
Eat this, sucker.
Talon Barrage. Bada boom. You gotta like decent damage. Oh, you're going for one of those, are ya? Slow, impede. Wow, I don't even have enough for that. Never mind. Let's go for this. But just go for the same stuff. It's fine. Sure. Wow, I never realized that's a fucking, holy shit. Wow, that was right in my face the entire time and I just never processed it. He says Pandemonium Ruler in an S-craft before Pandemonium even exists. That was actually foreshadowing the whole time. Holy shit. Wow. Never realized that one.
Eat this, sucker.
There you go. Bada boom.
Can't you do better than that?
I don't know, maybe.
Make it count, Judith.
Forte.
Boost level maximum.
No complaints here.
Bet this'll sting.
Proceed with caution.
Bet this'll
Maybe.
sting.
All right. I was gonna say the boost will do more when it's coming from Aaron. Uh-oh.
Don't get cocky.
Dude's got really nice line deliveries, though. No complaints there. All right, let's go for
So much for expectations.
res down and
Balls
this.
in your court.
Oh, that's gonna do some good. Woo! Oh shit! Wait, hold up.
Blink and you'll miss it, miss it, miss it.
Each sneeze, son. She. Nice damage. Nice damage. Executioner too.
Set, take over.
Whoa, you're still stunned? Hold up. Another one. Don't mind if I do. 30k, 30k. And Executioner.
That's it.
Wait,
That's more
what happened to...
like it.
What happened to...
Set, take over.
What happened to Grendel? Why is Grendel gone? Grendel's not supposed to wear out that fast, is it?
Take him out.
Don't mind me.
Fucking weird. Was that because he got to like the half health thing? That would be weird. Okay, well, I'm glad I reached that, and I can just speed through it the second time. I use Cobalt. Hopefully that's enough. Woo! Good.
Vitals falling.
That is... Ooh, yikes.
Boost level maximum.
All right, we're at max boost. That means we can do some...
Can't take the heat.
You know what? Sure. Go for this. Get some heals back.
I'll take that.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Heavenly? Probably best to go for the Heavenly right now.
You're not getting away. Blast off!
I don't know if this will even do enough, but fuck it. Damage is damage, the way I see it. I don't know why I'm using this. It's not going to do shit. Radiant Seeker didn't do shit last time. It's not like it's going to do more this time. Yeah, not enough. Okay, he's using arts this time, though. You know what? Sure. I'll give you some respect at least and let you run this. Will that kill? Ooh, not quite. Not quite. Now it will, though. Bye, Judith. Wait. Oh, it's single target. Never mind. We're chilling.
Bring it on.
Oh, my God. Wait. I get to finish it off this way? Oh, man. Prepare your ears.
Time for the main event.
Vandalize! Raid! That feels good.
It's nearly time.
Ciao.
That's how it goes.
Level 74
What'd you expect?
on episode 74.
Upgraded.
I thought about that last time, and I thought it would be really funny if I got to this number. Though, considering that I'm pretty sure it's a phase 2, I don't know if we'll stay that way.
Is he resonating with Mr. Arkwright?
Oh God, is it actually what I said? Now it's gonna go back to where it belongs? Seems likely.
So that is the diabolic core.
Looks like my theory proved true. The core will soon be made whole once again. Though I'm afraid my curiosity is getting the better of me. I think I will perform an early test run.
Okay. Up. Rip. Heartburn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God, that is like McBurn's. Overlord! It is McBurn shit! Holy shit, confirmation, basically. Like, that's what you called the other form of McBurn, right? Back in Cold Steel 4?
Malevolent god.
Just like the tyrant. No, this thing's on a whole other level.
Bro, these people do not know about McBurn. I wonder if anyone's gonna mention that next game somehow. Piece it together or something like that. Because this very much is McBurn adjacent. Like, there's no fucking denial on that.
What is this?
Like, come on, getting the glyphs and shit and then going into this form, of course it's fucking McBurn shit. Which is nice that we're getting some connection to that, at least.
It's overwhelming is what it is.
I mean, if anyone probably gets to the connection, it'd be Bearguard. But he'd probably have to cross-reference with Gaius or something for that.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
God damn. Sick design,
This
though.
is merely a taste of the power I will soon wield. And I cannot wait to see what I can do once the core is whole. Even the society's strongest enforcer will be nothing more than an ant at my feet.
Yeah, he's literally talking about McBurn here. That's kind of crazy. Sorry, I gotta stay on this one. There's gonna be too much stuff to consider for, you know, final thumbnail, so. Van's like, yeah, and?
Van!
Counter!
Are you gonna call on the Grendel?
But Mara's not here to assist.
Oh, I don't think she's gone anywhere. She's probably just slacking off and taking a nap.
Get your ass out of bed, Mare Bear! Stop being a lazy bum and do your damn job!
Damn it. Actually worked.
Ugh, you didn't have to make such a racket. And for the last stinking time, stop calling me Mare Bear.
Nope, that's your name, sticking to it.
Mare!
She woke up.
Well, what are you talking about? I was awake this whole time. I've just been kinda out of it while I was repairing myself. So, that's what you're up against. You've come a long way.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Still can't remember who you really are, but I do know the role you've always fulfilled.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell is that. Mara's another total freaking mystery that I don't even know if we're gonna tackle this game, and that's insane to think.
So like I said earlier, I need you to do your damn job.
Sure, I can do that. But is that really what you want?
Yeah. It's exactly what I want.
Wait a moment. What are you doing?
Did you say roll? What does that mean?
I feel like we're missing out on perfectly good context here.
Well then, Van. Will you wake from your dream? Or not?
That's a different question.
What is she saying?
That is a different question.
will.
Oh, what does this mean, dude? Oh, I'm not ready. There was a different voice going on there, because I think we established that the Grendel is like a separate entity, right?
I'll wake up.
Van, no! You can't!
Oh, it's the shot!
These fragile chains guide me to this realm.
From the opening.
Where I am now made manifest.
Also music? Holy shit.
I am both the nightmare and the beast that devours it.
Different color. Grendel Sheen? Holy shit. This music is going hard. Yo, that color palette is sick.
So pretty.
Van, no.
Do you know what this means? What are you on about?
It all makes sense now. Admittedly, I cannot tell whether this is resonance or gnosis at work, but either way, I'm quite surprised.
This is a sick finale, honestly.
So that's what kind of drug that was. Interesting. Well, whatever. It's about time we wrap this up. I'm kind of curious to see which of us befits it the most. How about we go toe-to-toe and find out?
Damn.
Very well. Have it your way.
This is a sick finale.
I will gladly devour both you and your restraints. You have sealed your fate, Van Arkwright.
Nah, you sealed yours when you stole my shit. And I'm about to take it back!
My city again! Oh my god.
Feel the true extent
Music?
of my power.
Holy shit, the music! I am bopping!
I suggest we strike now.
Let's party!
Sorry, this shit is way too fucking baning, dude. Oh my god. New portrait art and everything? Shit. Shit! Oh shit. Is this new? That looks new.
Consume everything.
Well, that didn't do anything.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
Come on, Dante's getting the mood, buddy.
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
Let's party!
Access initialized. We'll take that.
Pressure him and move it!
I suggest we strike now.
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
I suggest we strike now.
Let's party!
Pressure him and move it!
I'm sorry, it's too good!
I suggest we strike now.
Okay, okay.
Party!
I think we're finally fine.
Pressure him and move it!
Holy shit, that music. Sorry,
Let's party!
you know, I can't show myself freaking jamming out on the other side of the camera here, of the screen, but like, god damn, I can show this shit off. I can like do all this because wow. All right, 1, a 2,
Here goes!
a 3.
Take this!
Initiating drive.
All right, what do you got?
Consume them.
Pluto's Nova again, eh? Dink. Wow, you just missed all that?
Won't hold back.
Kind of crazy, honestly.
Now or never!
This shit's so good!
You'll be sorry for that!
Alright,
Eat
it's
this,
fine.
Sucker!
One skill's coming right up.
Have some of this!
There we go.
One skill's coming right up. We'll take that. Full boost. Don't hold back, Dan.
Let's party!
Let's go.
I suggest we strike now.
Why is this shit so good?
If you please.
Let's go for some basic stuff this time.
Eat this!
Worship me.
Sure. Nuke.
Bow before me.
Might as well see it again.
It's all over.
Yeah, it was a different line delivery. Oh, shit.
I won't hold back.
Alright, Judah's fine, I guess, for now.
Pressure him and move it!
Okay, let's go for that. Go for this.
There's nothing I can coming. Is that all you got?
Please.
Yeah, I
don't
need
strain
to
yourself.
I need to stay healed, bro. This shit is not the best right now. Actually, hold up.
Stand your ground!
I should make better use. I've got all this stuff right now.
I'll take that.
Abaddon nail. Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Alright, single target. Almost forgot. Okay, yeah, we can't do much shit here. Let's go for that. I'm curious how this looks. Not any different effects, but we can still give it to him. Vortex finish! Woo! 46K!
You can take me, do you?
Think you can take me? Okay. Now, alright, I need to give that to Judith. Girl needs it. No, haven't seen you use this one yet. Well, not this fight. Lord of Doom.
You'll be sorry.
Alright, it's fine.
Boost level maximum.
Ooh!
Boost level maximum.
Alright, here, get...
Activating.
There we go.
I hope you're ready. Here's the climax. Grim Knight.
Waltz! Whoa, okay, decent damage.
Don't mind me. Access initialized.
Thank you, cover. Lord of Doom again. It's fine. Nice counter damage.
Eat this, sucker.
Let's go right up.
Put in some more damage. Making decent progress. All you can ask for at times. Dude, that fucking guitar though. I can't get over it every time it comes up, dude. Sometimes you just got shit that's way too goated and you can't help but pay attention to it.
Reset. Sweepo.
You know what? Ah, shit.
Let's party.
Okay, wait, wait. Labless code. We need some other stuff in here. Thank you for the cover. Only gonna hit 3 of them this time at least. It's all over. Saul Goodman. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's go that. Let's go that, this. Bada boom!
You don't know when to give up, do you, Arkwright?
Don't plan on it. Not stopping anytime soon here, pal, so you might as well give it in. Okay. Do I have anything that I can use?
Keep your guard up.
I like something that gives me like boost or something like that, but I don't think that's too likely right now.
Eat this, sir.
Down, Barrage! Oh shit, the break!
Get going, Van. I'll lend a hand.
Hit him again! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah!
You're screwed now.
Boom!
Here's our chance.
Woo! 57, baby! Okay. What can I do? Yeah, the heal's probably gonna be useful.
I'll take that.
Now or never.
Heals never don't come in handy, I guess. Oh.
Keep your guard up.
41.
Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough.
Good damage. Almost. Another one. Bro loves his S-crafts. That's 3 of them. All right, I'll let you play. Throw it out. Anyone dying from this one? You haven't taken out a single party member yet, man. Clock's ticking. All right, Aaron's down. Wait, was that the counter kill? In a way. Holy shit. Okay, 10k left. 10 fucking K, dude.
I could really use power now.
Okay, I can defend.
Vital's low. I'm not doing so well.
I feel like I gotta finish this off in something spectacular. I can't just half-ass it here. What else we got? Nah. I don't know, man. Nah, fuck it. Mortal Raid.
Really use power now.
You know what? Let's just use all... Actually, nah, I can't use all of it. Fuck it.
Vital's low.
Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Boom! You're finished! Always leave it up to a beam
What'd
finish.
you expect?
And like I said,
Grown a little.
went a bit above board on that, on the levels, but hey. Couldn't get the exact number. So, is that final phase, or we got one more after that?
Did we do it?
No, not yet.
Ba-da-da. Oh, we're about to finish it, though. Yo, ripping it? Nice job pulling it out. Now, are you going to take it into yourself is the question.
Thank goodness. It's finally over.
You spoke too soon, Rosette.
I was so close.
Too bad for that, huh, buddy?
Now that I have been parted from that monstrosity, I finally understand just how abominable it truly is.
I'll bet. No human should ever have this thing.
Which is why I have to have it, because I'm not a human. Whoa.
But I'm not gonna apologize to you ever again.
Rightfully so. I have always acted in accordance to my own way of living. Just as you do. You may have won this fight, but my ultimate desire will still be realized by your hands.
And into it. Yep.
What?
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
I already know for a fact that Gehenna does not exist. But I'll still leave you with these parting words.
How do you know for a fact, buddy?
I will be watching you from its depths, Van Arkwright.
Okay, that's kind of a raw way to exit.
It won't be long until you become the living embodiment of fear itself.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Wait a second. What did he mean?
Well, the supposed final boss music has faded out. Yeah, I guess that was the end. Which feels really weird. What do you mean a... Yeah, huh. What do you mean a Trail's final boss that isn't like some gross monstrosity that's 50 times the size of our largest team member?
Van! Throw that damn thing away! Now!
Too late. I've got no choice but to return it to where it belongs.
You fucker. I saw that one coming miles away. No, it didn't. It went into him.
No, it simply returned to Mr. Arkwright.
So, I'm guessing that's going to be a thing for next game. Or maybe not even next game. This could be like a long-standing problem. He's basically got something like... He's basically got something like what Reen had at this point. Or like, even Osborne. Wait, what's the other thing? A Genesis? Or an Orbment? Zypha, I suppose. Oh, is that his? What, is he like giving up his humanity?
Sorry to spring this on you, yes, but I'm not going to be able to finish your request.
Ah, fuck off. Coming back, you idiot.
Though I doubt you'll need me. With all of you on the case, you'll find the last Genesis in no time.
Wait, yeah, that wasn't even the last.
Just to be safe,
what
though,
the fuck?
I did draw up a list of places I think it might be. Hope that'll help.
Oh, come on, man.
Van, wait!
Such a shame that he died of ligma. It's not like he exists in future games. Though I do wonder how he's getting out of this. Oh, there's the final boss. That's a Trail's final boss. Some weird-ass blob monster. Wait, are we fighting the final boss without the main character? That'd be kind of raw.
Dark blue demon lord?
That's one of the 5 who leads the 77 devils. Its name is Vagrant Diaspora.
Well, guess it's time for me to bounce. I'll leave the rest to you guys. Oh, and could someone do me a solid? Tell Elaine I'm sorry I can't buy her those drinks, like I promised.
Elaine's the last thing on his mind, huh?
Take care of them for me, Master Barkhorn. I'm counting on you.
Not even giving him the...
You damn son of a bitch!
No, don't go!
Shouts to Aaron. First thing. He just ascends? Where's he go? Oh god, is he playing some... What type of bullshit is he plotting? Oh. Oh, we're back to normal. Don't tell me this is a cliffhanger and he just leaves until next game. Ain't no way we do something like that. Is this like Cold Steel 4? Is there gonna be an alternate ending?
Happened?
I'd like to know the same thing.
No way. We're not going that route, surely. There's depression in the air. I think people will realize what the fuck happened. She's just like, I wasn't too attached to the guy, but that's a shame. Jeez.
Wait, is that?
Mr.
Oh.
President?
Lamau.
How long have you been there?
My apologies. This was meant to be a surprise for you all. I hope everyone is enjoying the festival. As I said before, let us make this a celebration to remember.
Huzzah to everyone.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
We love you, President Bramhard! Glory to Calvard!
I'm sorry, but I will ask that you keep your distance from the president.
Well. Oh boy. This is not going to be an easy time for Elaine, is it? Looking everywhere. Oh, fuck. This is not going to be pretty. Even if it isn't actually gone,
goodness.
there's still going to be...
You're all okay.
There's still going to be a really real sadness here.
You really did it. I wish I could have been there with you all, but...
Ooh, this is going to be...
Wait.
Yeah, so about that. Not a single person is happy about this.
He did it again, didn't he?
Wow. That was way more simple thought than I would have realized.
That idiot. He left us behind.
No, he hasn't left us. Not yet.
What do you mean?
Oh, because... Is it because Mare's on the Zypha?
His hollow setting screen.
Are you thinking of...
That's actually really smart! No wonder he gave the Zypha to her.
It's no good. It's not reacting. Fine, I'll do this then.
I'll shove it on there.
Mare, please wake up. We need you.
Okay, Elaine's here at least this time.
What's...
Stop yelling. I already told you that I'm awake.
Huh. Dude, it would be so cool if in order to save Van, we don't have Van, but we have Elaine in the party in order to save him. That'd be so fucking cool. I don't know if this game is ballsy enough to go that route. They might just have it be like, oh, we remove Van, and then he fights the thing that he just removed from himself or something. That seems more in line with what this game would
Mare,
do, but...
you have to tell us where Van's gone. Please, we're begging you. If you're here, that has to mean he's close by, right?
What?
Really?
That does make sense, actually. Van is the only one capable of calling Mare normally.
All this time, she has been watching over him for some unknown reason. No, perhaps it's more accurate to say she's monitoring him.
Genuinely, what is your deal? Like, what is Mare's deal?
So if she's still active, that means...
Yes, that's correct. He's still here in this dimension. However, he has already made his choice. He has decided to free himself of his restraints, or the Grendel as you call it, and accept the power that is rightfully his. Now a world-devouring demon lord lingers inside him. He chose to seal it away within the void, and himself with it.
God, this is literally just bar for bar the type of bullshit Reen tried to pull in Cold Steel 4.
Bastard!
How could he do that?
Stealing his whole flow and in inclusion with being a martyr.
Okay, it's a promise. But I want you all to remember that we ain't heroes of justice. There's no shame in turning tail if things go to shit. The fate of the world's important and all, but our lives are too.
Our
We ain't gonna
lives.
throw them away.
Fucking bastard.
Know your limits.
Never
Don't worry
practice
about
what
what's
you
black
preach,
or
but
white.
oh my
That's the
God.
stricken creed, and we're gonna follow it
I'm gonna
like
kill
always.
him. Not actually, but I'll punch
And
him.
once we've returned the city to normal, life will all go back to the way it was.
Oh my God.
And that'll pay for all the sweets and sauna trips we could ever want.
Dude just freaking saying shit.
Every word that came out of his mouth was a lie.
That's Van for you. That is Van Arkwright in a nutshell. Anything to appease, say whatever you want, but God damn it, nothing applies to himself.
This is a flagrant violation of our contract. I will not stand for it.
It's even business when she says shit like this.
I'm gonna punch him so hard! He's in for the pummeling of the century!
Judith is me. I just want to punch the shit out of this guy for the shit he pulls.
Easy, everyone.
I had an inkling about
Wow,
what he was
Elaine
trying
is
to
saying
do.
that?
I suspected that he harbored guilt about remaining in this world. In the distant past, 5 demon lords were added to the 72 devils that resided in Gehenna.
Oh?
And it was at this moment when the world was rewritten. At least that is what I and the church believe. Regardless, I can only imagine how he felt when he learned that he was one of those demon lords.
So he's known this for a very long time?
You mentioned that before.
You're making all this shit up. No way!
It's a closely guarded secret, even within the church, but its veracity can be proved.
God. Shoutouts to Aaron. He's also... Like, he pretends he doesn't give a shit about Van, but he is very much ride or die on all this.
It accounts for the discrepancies between the records from before the Great Collapse, which are kept in the primal grounds, and after. The being that resides within Van is called the Vagrant Demon Lord. The Book of Ezra describes it as a being that is imbued with the power of black time.
Oh my God. So we are going the route of the Time Septarian for this arc, I guess?
One of the Dominions told us of that book.
So that's Van's story.
Or at least, I don't know. I feel like there's quite a bit of time-related stuff that's been hinted at here. So maybe could be a misdirection, but I don't know. Also, when it's called the Eternal Recurrence Plan, that does kind of lead towards time-related stuff. I mean, Phantasmal Blaze included the Fire Septarian, even if it was also, you know, Phantasmal was referring to the Mirage aspect, while Blaze was referring to the fire. Though it didn't really account for the earth, but eh.
However, I did not know of his true desire, nor did I see the depths of his despair. No man is an island. Every human must rely on others, and Van is no exception. But I see now that I did not make him realize as much, and that is my greatest failing as his master.
Wow. He's been like... Honestly, Bearguard's kind of been like taking the backseat for so long, despite the fact that he's been here, but he hasn't been here, you know? I feel like he's been having to be tight-lipped about so much shit because of all his church knowledge. And so only now, after everything's gone to shit, is he actually feeling the need to say stuff.
So, I implore you, Mayor. Grant them the opportunity to confront my fool of a student, so they may voice their complaints to him directly.
Fool of student. Sorry, I had to point out the typo, because having it at a time like this, it's like, come on, man.
You're overwhelming me. Stop it. Okay, I'll help. Even if I really shouldn't, considering I'm a... I'll at least give you a hint, though.
Just fucking whale sounds or some shit.
Go to the place that he has the strongest emotional attachment to.
Uh-oh.
You'll find him there.
Is it the office?
There isn't much time left before he's gone for good. So if you want to go after him, you'd better hurry.
I mean, it's one of two places that comes to mind. It's either Aramis or Arcred Solutions. Or Monmart. Damn, Elaine was looking. She knows right off the bat, too.
You should go with them, too.
Right.
What about you? The fucking slow run. That's cool that they got Maxim to pick up the remainder, I guess. Wait, those cars are empty! Those cars were just fucking empty! Oh my god. Anyways.
I can't find him anywhere.
But if he's not here, then where the hell could he be?
Aramis? No. After all that's happened, I'm sure...
I'm glad Elaine's going through the same thought process as me. I thought Aramis too, but...
Could he be on the rooftop, perhaps? I remember him talking up there during the party. Is he partial to that spot at all?
That must be it!
Let's go, Agnes.
Right.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
You can't leave us, Van. You can't.
Oh my god.
Don't you dare
Actually.
disappear on us!
Oh, shit.
You aren't getting away from me that easily.
Everyone is saying
He'll
shit.
be okay. He's going to be fine, I'm sure.
Your friends are here to bring you home.
Wow. Everyone's got some... Okay, most people have something to say. Alright, I gotta rearrange shit. Wait, ah, damn it! We don't have a lane! Fuck, man. Okay, whatever. Alright, we're going with this. I think we still have everything, basically. One sec, I need... Can I quickly run? Fuck. Nope. Okay. Can I? Nope. No option. Whoa. There's like 1 million people in there. Huh. Okay. Can I rest or anything, maybe? This is a really good tune, by the way. I'm just like... Okay, rest. Okay, no CP restored. It's fine, though. I don't know why I'm saving here. I got a game to beat. Oh. They just casually put this here, I guess. Do I have anything? We can make these.
I'll give it a try.
One sec. I gotta speed through all this.
I'll give it a try.
I need to make sure we're topped off. I want everything to be top as can be.
That's some bachelor cooking. Gotta be me.
A little thank you would be nice.
Okay. Gotta use all of this. Wait, huh? Wait, what huh? Okay, one sec. I really kind of didn't want to pause the recording, but let me just get everyone topped off here. All right. It's time. Onwards we go. Oh boy. I don't know what the hell we're gonna see up here.
He really is up here. Thank you, Mayor.
Well done. Well done. In we go. Oh, come the fuck on! Okay, that just sucks.
This must be a barrier that analyzes those who try to walk through it, and will only let people from Arkwright Solutions pass.
Man, okay, fine. Damn it, man. At least just let Elaine come along.
Aw, if I'd known this was going to happen, I'd have tried sneaking my way into a job, too.
I'm so sorry, Elaine.
Yeah, you should be. Should be her in there.
Don't worry about it. I'll leave this in your hands.
No, you shouldn't. You should break this fucking thing down. Bro, why is this the thing that's getting me heated?
Just
Come
give
on,
him a big
dude.
smack for us, all right?
No, do that yourself. Actually, no, let Aaron do it.
You got it.
Give him the biggest right hook imaginable.
Let's do this.
What the fuck ever. God damn it. That really feels kind of contrived, dude. Come on. Like, come up with a reason for Ren to not go, but at least let Elaine come along, you know? So, wow. I mean, I know they were talking about breaking chains and whatnot, but damn.
What a peculiar space.
Ooh. Cool area. Demon Lord's Hall. Endless Expanse. This was also in the opening.
It's a terrifying sight to behold.
I didn't realize it would be an
And
actual
yet
place.
I feel warm just being here.
Bro, I feel like I'm gonna see the torso of that one thing from Gachiakuta.
I've never been to this place before.
Overseer, whatever the hell.
I'm feeling oddly nostalgic.
Yeah. So nostalgic that it hurts.
Where the hell is he? And there it is. Chained up, eh? Actually, not chained. Stabbed. Ooh. Stabbed it while attached to chains.
Van!
You've got to be kidding me. What are you idiots doing? You shouldn't be here.
Oh, come the fuck on, you idiot. What did you think we were gonna do?
I told you to take care of them, Master. Why'd you let them come to this place?
You will have plenty of time to berate me for it later.
He's got his hands on the hips. He's like, now you listen here, young man.
You can't leave us, Van!
This can't be the only way to deal with that demon. I refuse to accept that.
Shouts to Katra.
Well, accept it. We're talking about a being that sees the entire world as its enemy.
Yeah, so?
I felt its presence for so long. It's been with me since I was a kid. But I couldn't tell anyone about it. It was a secret I planned to take to the grave.
Too bad.
I can't destroy this thing. But I can seal it away in the boundary between here and the beyond.
Beyond the horizon?
It'll at least keep it at bay for a few centuries.
Wrong time. Oh,
That's
wow.
the best I can do to protect your futures.
Whatever, dude.
So leave me be. This is the choice that I've made. It's not a black or white decision. It's...
We're not going to leave you, Van! You may have chosen to come here of your own volition, but we've made a choice of our own. We're taking you back!
You know full well I'm not like the cops or bracers. I do things my own way. And that way isn't black, but it definitely ain't white either. Mine's like the color of a dark blue sky just before dawn.
I forgot he said this shit. He didn't even go for gray. He just went for some poetic wax and some stuff.
I'm not going to become a wholly different person if I stay by your side. I'm very much my own woman, and that's not about to change. Your way isn't black, white, or even gray. You said it's like the color of the dark blue sky just before dawn. But to me, it's like the dawn itself. It's a warm, comforting light that illuminates our way and breaks through the darkest nights.
Damn, even she's getting poetic.
And I never want to part from that light again. We aren't going to let you go, no matter what.
You wanna up and leave us that bad, huh? Well, normally I'd say, yeah, that's your call. So long, my dude.
Sorry, I just have to say, I like that Aaron's the one speaking up next. I do like Fairy, right? I've kind of been ignoring her and pretending she doesn't exist for a lot of this. I do like her. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like some characters like Aaron just have a better attachment to him, so it's nice to see him speak up second.
But you've still got an outstanding debt, so I'm not letting you bail on me.
Yeah, I'll drag you back by the collar if I have to.
Let us help you, Van. You always stick your neck out for us, so why can't we return the favor? If we were in your shoes, you'd rush to our aid without a second thought. Don't deny it.
Catra's also goated.
I'm afraid he's got you there, Mr. Arkwright. I can easily picture that happening. If any of us were in danger, you would move heaven and earth itself to ensure our safety.
Very true.
Once a softie, always a softie. Honestly, you should drop the whole "I'm not good or bad" thing.
Even now, she's
just a teensy bit too young for the weary warrior act, don't you think?
True.
Everyone. Why?
Like I said, Judith still got banners no matter what.
You have actively forged many bonds throughout this year. I'm afraid this is simply karma at work. Don't think you can run away from them so easily, young man.
Shoutouts. Shoutouts. Tell them.
What's happening?
Damn it. This is way too soon.
It should have been centuries, like I said.
Get out of here now. It's going to...
Nah. We got our final boss. Let's hit it.
Who has awoken me from my slumber? Was it you?
I don't know, was it?
It's talking directly into my mind.
What in the world? What's going on here?
I was gonna say, I had to wait until we weren't on auto-scroll text, but I was thinking, the fact that we haven't even found the final Genesis is kind of insane. I thought that was a plot thread we would wrap up this game, but no. Like, he said that he wrote down places he thought it could be, but there is just one left, and that's crazy to think about.
In this world, I am the being known as a
Wah, 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 wah.
I am connected to the one you call Van Orthride, through a diabolic core.
The demon that's been residing within Mr. Arkwright must have taken control.
But why? What happened to Van?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
My foolish vessel rebelled against me. He sought a shame to the void. The endless passage of time holds resolution
time.
to a being such as myself.
I'm almost convinced it's gonna be the time Septarian at this point.
Arrogance cannot go unpunished.
And then the water Septarian will probably be related to Elsheim or something with the desertification.
Get out of here!
So, are we actually still fighting the final boss without Van, though? Because that's crazy by itself. Even though I wish we had a lane here for it.
Already?
Based?
We were talking to Van, not you.
She's like a Karen walking up, it's like, let me speak to the manager?
We don't care about you in the slightest.
True.
So get out of our sight and return Van to us at once.
Back to it. Oh, another new theme.
The Genesis are reacting.
What's happening now?
It's all channeled into her staff at that.
I see. So you have their power at your disposal. That explains how that was able to bind me.
What the fuck is she?
I think the Genesis are having an effect.
Sadly, we don't have all 8, but hey, I guess 7's enough.
Yes, I can confirm that its strength has decreased.
Good. I think Van's body is still somewhere inside of it. We just need to weaken it a little more.
Just let me at it already. I'll rip it to shreds.
Hell yeah. Oh man, he's not gonna be able to get back attacks on this thing. Oh well.
Our odds of victory have increased exponentially.
And there it is. God, what the fuck do I even include for whatever?
May eons have passed since I last entered the realm of mortals.
Uh-huh.
I will strike down all that stand in my way. Face the abyss, insignificant humans.
We'll show you who's insignificant!
Your first and last mistake is underestimating us humans!
And there we go. Yeah, I can't get back attacks against this guy. SMH. 36 that. Whoa, wait. 361,000. Squeeze me.
Let's party!
Mistake on my part. Pardon me.
Now's your chance to boost.
Wait, shit. I think I messed that up.
I
Oh well.
suggest we strike now.
Go for this.
Don't screw with me!
Interesting.
Might want to boost here. Max boost!
Yeah, let's go for that.
Here I go. I will address you all at once.
Go for that.
Stop right there!
Don't get cocky! Don't get cocky!
Don't get cocky. I don't know what you just did. What the? Is she in like stasis? What the hell's going on over there? Okay, what else we got?
Some arcs should really hurt.
Threat detected. Take care.
One skill.
Let's go for this.
Right up. One skill coming right up. Boost gauge stance.
Take over!
Oh, what the hell? I don't know what this shit means right now, TBH.
Cobalt current activate.
Now or never!
I think it means something, I'm just not sure what.
Boost level maximum.
Keep an eye on the enemy.
Okay, we already got the... Okay, we already got all that up.
Threat detected. Take care.
Grimcat.
In the night. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat, at your service! It's go time!
Boost level maximum.
The strength up to boot?
With 'em.
Sure.
Boost level maximum. Activating
Let's
skill.
pretty this scene up!
We've seen this. Putting him in the building. Wait, that's funny as hell.
Here's the climax.
Showing the final boss in the damn skyscraper is really funny. Not even a skyscraper, but you get the point.
Dispatching shield.
What are we doing here? Oh, do you get put in a freaking...
That's far enough.
Okay, so you just get robbed of a party member when that happens. That's interesting, actually.
Let's party!
Lapless code. Activate.
All right, cool.
No chance!
Don't get cocky!
Now or never!
Boost level maximum.
Go for this again.
How I floor with them!
Activating
Let's
skill.
pretty this scene up!
It's so funny seeing the final boss get put in that shit. Okay.
Let's
All right,
party!
we gotta go for all this, I guess, and then you just keep putting that shit on people, huh?
Max boost.
Can I dispel that? Let me try something real quick. Cures ailments. Let's try this on you. Does that help at all? No. Okay. That's just like a status that I cannot fuck with. Understandable.
Activating skill.
Pretty this scene. I need some
All right.
help there, guard.
I don't know what the hell was happening there at CBH, but whatever. Go for this. Damage is damage the way I see it. Okay, what is the deal with that stuff? Does it like, is there like a particular reason to it, or is it just whatever you desire? Okay, so he just gets banished. Whatever. I don't know what it means, but I don't like the fact that you're going after my dude, so... Clear out. Clear out, pal. Genuinely, I don't know what your plan is here, dude. I don't get how this gimmick works. And that's kind of causing me some problems here. Because I don't know if he's just going to infinitely do this shit. Because if so, that's going to cause some problems. Am I on like a timer for using my turns or something? Because that seems plausible.
You're up, Aaron.
Okay. Yeah, let's use this. Use as much as we can for all this, I suppose. No, I'm not owned. Oh, okay, cutscene.
A crack appeared.
Yes! Maybe Van can...
I don't think he's gonna try to get out of his own volition even, considering it's him. Never mind. Alright, never mind.
Oh, I dare, all right. I'm busting out of here.
Never mind. He's no longer martyring it. Damn, kicking out of it? Back to regular Grendel, but hey. Welcome back.
Thank goodness.
Can you still fight?
More
Hell
than
yeah,
ever.
I'm in top form. Got a lot I want to say to y'all. But
Oh,
that can
shit.
wait. We got a demon lord to slay. And I'm gonna need everyone's help to do it. Give me a hand.
Do you even have to ask?
Since we're so nice, we'll do it on the house.
Leave all your support needs to me. Here, Van, catch!
Can't need that back.
Thanks. Mare!
Well,
Oh, it's the full ass thing.
just say the word and I'll do my thing.
Okay, let's do this.
Man,
I think it's time for the big bad demon lord to kiss its ass goodbye. What do you say, Van?
Yeah.
Alright, that's a cool form though.
In some ways, that thing's an extension of myself. If you guys have got any pent-up anger toward me, then let it loose on that thing instead!
Will do! We won't allow you to hurt anyone else. Prepare to meet your end!
Alright. Hey! Get up, get down, shout out loud.
Here goes.
Mohate.
Initiating try.
Go for this. Oh shit. Owie, 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 ow. I don't even know what that final move of that was. Oh, God!
We have to do something. I've got this. Great circle of light.
God, getting the entire opening theme for a final boss is kind of crazy. Not used to that.
Gauge limit raised.
I don't know.
Here goes.
Here goes.
All right. Da da na 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 na.
Got you.
It's go time.
Da na na na.
How I you'll never get. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat coming your way. It's go time.
Too slow.
Might be better for me to just ignore these things. Ow.
Payback time.
What are you even saying? All right. I was gonna say, it's probably isn't gonna heal for shit. I got support from the wrong character, but whatever.
Boost level maximum.
Let's go for this, maybe? Please just don't kill anyone. Alright, cool. I can handle that, probably.
Here goes. It'll be alright.
Boost gauge limit raised.
Might as well.
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky.
Sorry.
Listen,
Going all in. Don't get cocky.
Ow, 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 ow.
Pay for that.
Go for that. I'm just waiting for Anias' next turn at this point.
Don't get cocky.
Come on, come on. Just don't let the frickin' big boss attack next. Okay, cool. Blink and you'll miss it. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-da. Alright, we need our support back.
Going all in.
Hate.
Sucker.
Ow. Oh god. I am living in fear right now.
Maximum boost. Maximum boost.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just going in circles. Oh shit.
Well, this sucks.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Stand your ground.
Okay, let's go back to Anias for a bit.
Take it from here.
We're gonna have to keep her in because I need to... We still got all this shit. You see all these? We kind of need them right now, so yeah.
Don't get cocky.
I'll take you on. I've got this.
Keep it healed.
Boost gauge limit raised.
Don't get
Oh,
cocky.
yay.
Go time.
Max boost.
Urianae.
One skill coming right up.
Still doing decent damage at least.
Boost now hands.
Activating skill.
Shout out loud. Sorry. Wrong thing. Okay. Oh my god. Bow, bow, down.
I'll take that.
Ugh. You can't
Now or never.
This is...
Boost level maximum.
I will say... I don't know. I do think that playing this theme is a cool idea, but also I don't think they thought of how long these fights take. That's the only caveat here. Okay, you know what? I can do one of these. We've got plenty. I can afford to use it all.
It's go time.
Boost activating skill.
Got ya.
There we go. I didn't even hear what you said, bro. You gotta speak clearer. Oh shit.
I have to do something.
Boost level maximum.
Doing this again. Can't help.
Don't mess with me.
Wait, ayo. Hold up though. This goes kind of hard though. Double crit? Don't mind if I do. Like that was free damage. I wasn't gonna skip out on that. Valkyria bomb.
Hey, should you be fighting?
Don't worry about it. Spamming top. There we go. I have not healed it. I have not used Ania's S-Craft this much in forever.
Now or never.
Da, 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 da.
Boost level maximum.
Okay, let's just go for some. Let's just go for some buffs or something. God knows we need it right now. What the fuck? That is not stuff I'm used to yet.
Don't get cocky.
Okay, calm down, brother.
Don't get cocky.
I'm glad we have the pew pew lasers, but also, like, God, they are not helping too much when everything is this dire.
Keep it up. It's working. Some arts should really hurt.
What are you weak to? Oh, just all the higher elements. I'm surprised that you are weak to space, or not space, time. That does not seem like something you should be weak to right now, but hey, it's whatever, I guess.
Boost level maximum.
Maybe proceed with caution.
Should I bring him back in? Yeah, let's bring him back in.
Stand your ground.
We're almost there. I feel like I gotta have him in the party for all this shit at least, you know? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 1 HP. Anias. Anias. Wait, what? Why can't you? Oh, my motherfucker. Okay. Back to this.
Here goes. I've got this.
Doesn't heal that stuff, though, sadly. Alright, you know what? I'm fucking tired of your shit. I am sick of your crap. I am getting you out. Shout down loud. Get up, get down. Well, at least we still have regular Grendel.
You're screwed now.
Ba-boom! Frickin' Big Bang Kamehameha back at it. Alright, you're doing this again. Speed through it. It's kind of weird that you're not allowed to skip the enemy S-crafts. You can for the main... Oh my god. Yo, is this... Do I get crit heals? I think I did? Kind of hard to tell, but I think I did.
Let's party. Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't his turn. Whoopsie. That's the naive. Wait. Wait. Okay, check this shit, though. I don't have to do the whole animation again, but... Oh, 57! We are almost there. Get stunned, nerd.
Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky. Just a solid reminder to not get cocky. Oroboni.
Show me what you got.
Da, 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 da.
Don't get cocky.
It's fine. I guess that has an interrupt on it or something. Talon Barrage. We're almost there. This takes a bit of patience, which, you know, is very much my... Yeah, who am I kidding? I was gonna say it's very much my... what I'm used to, but...
Eat this.
Almost dead. This guy has to do this every single fucking turn. Clearly desperation moves and whatnot, but like, damn. Wait.
Don't mess with me.
Man, just the bros left? That's kind of cool, actually. Also, we got knocked out of Grendel. Sword for me! Phoenix dance!
One skill coming right up.
Oh.
Don't get cocky.
Oh my god. He killed it with the fucking pew-pews. Let's go. I was ready to kill it off in style, but no, Aaron was the last man standing on that. It would have been really cool, but hey, I'll take what I got. That's really funny.
Well, you were, so suck it up.
Sucks to be
No
you.
one likes a sore loser. Afraid I'm just not ready to give in to you yet. My body and soul are still mine, so do me a favor and scram.
Yeah, get out.
Very well. I shall retreat for the time being.
But only for now.
But remember this. You and I are one and the same, and we always will be.
Somehow I doubt that.
As long as you live, you will never know peace. You had best not forget that.
Shut up. Go away. I'm not owned. Even if you come back in a future game, I'm sure you'll get removed permanently one day.
It's the diabolic core.
Alright, I didn't learn anything, so I'm gonna take this back into myself again.
What? Don't touch that!
We are not doing a repeat of last time.
Don't worry. I'm just putting this where it belongs.
Yeet! This bitch empty!
You threw the damn thing?
I don't know where it's even going. No, genuinely, where the fuck did it go?
Is it finally over then?
I don't know what throwing it even does in this circumstance, but sure.
Yeah.
I kneel.
At least, it's over for now.
Until next game, or the one
How
after.
about we get out of here?
This is definitely gonna rear its head again. It's not like a done deal, but sure, certainly with some extra time and plot, we'll figure out how to get rid of it permanently. Also, God, we have like there's so many plot threads in this game that need to be continued upon. Or stuff that we just haven't even tackled yet and that we've only basically done basic talk on. Hey, Yums. Slow run. Full tackle. Not dying that easy, bud. The only reason you're not getting smacked right now is because you're right in front of the kid. But you got a smile, at least, from her. Oh, right. They said they'd hold one even bigger than the last. I guess that's staying true.
In the end, Van came back to us, safe and sound.
Took some effort, though, with that bastard.
That marked the beginning of a very busy 3 weeks that somehow flew by in an instant.
3 weeks.
We all did what we could to help Van deal with the aftermath of what had happened while making preparations of our own.
Oh. Like
Then, on the day that the second term at Aramis ended and my winter vacation began,
people had to go their other ways. Probably what he talked about earlier about people deciding what they want to do after all this is gone, huh? Damn. Christmas Eve. Oh boy, yep. Saw this coming.
Guess this is it, huh?
Until next... God, how the hell are we gonna rope everyone back in next game? Because they're all like, you know, they were all like temp members and things like that, I guess.
Cleanup after all that took longer than I expected, but glad I still had you all around to help out.
don't even mention it. Juggling the work with my Sunday school exams was hard, but also really fun.
I still can't believe Almada made such a mess of the Orbital network. You know it's bad when it takes Professor Hamilton and the others half a month to repair it.
Damn.
Figures, though.
Really did put a
Turns
turn
out
on
that
it.
one of Heiyue's elders was supporting Almada's plan.
Heiyue? Supporting corrupt business, corrupt transactions or whatever? Nah.
Explains why Sound Gian showed up here in Edith all of a sudden, though.
True.
Wrenches in the gears aside, you all did great. Especially you, Reset. If Marduk hadn't loaned you over, I don't know what we would have done.
You're too kind. I'm grateful for the chance to assist you and learn from those experiences. That said, I wish we weren't left with so many lingering questions concerning Mare.
And a million other things, but you know, that's why this is a big sprawling series and not one game.
It's not like we learned nothing. But I'd say that's a problem for another day.
It feels surreal to finally be done here. But it's not going to feel surreal for long, considering I'm going to get right in it too.
By the way, why are you, of all people, taking a train?
Am I not allowed to use public transit? I'm the public too, you know. The expressways always get really busy this time of year, so trains are easier.
Makes sense.
Hey, that's her, isn't it?
Oh my god, shit.
It totally is. But we shouldn't bug her while she's talking to people.
Common sense?
We'll have to snag an autograph when she's done.
Ah, shit.
Something tells me you're gonna be busy your whole trip. Still, I'm really
Should
happy
probably
we
put
could
on
see you off.
Should probably put on the wig.
Well, it's the least I could do.
As for you, Master, I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm easily your worst student, and I can't promise that this is the last time I'm gonna cause you trouble.
Oh, hush.
But if nothing else, I think I've finally taken a step forward.
And for that, I'm glad. Always remember this, man. One's journey through life proceeds down a path of endless possibilities. Your path belongs only to you.
And yet your arms and sleeves are still clipping through each other.
But that doesn't mean you must walk it alone.
Yeah. We got friends. And plenty of them.
The paths of those around you will cross, intertwine, and run alongside your own. This is a fundamental truth of the world, so it does me proud to see you finally understand it.
Sorry for being such a slow learner.
Man.
I believe it'd do us all well to remember those words.
No kidding.
It's the top of the hour and time for the 5 o'clock news.
Who are you?
Normalcy has finally returned to the streets of Edith following the sudden chaos of this year's Revolution Festival.
Anyway, it's freezing out here and you've all got trains to catch, so it's about time we wrap this up.
Too bad there's no snow. We couldn't afford that.
If you ever want to shoot me an orb mail, feel free. I'm not much of a writer though, so I may not get back to you. But really, it's been great working with you guys. I'm sure we'll all meet again someday, somewhere. Okay, what's with the looks?
About that?
Are they all gonna be like, oh, we're still working for you, you know? We're just taking a break.
I just have a few credits to get out of the way in Basel. I'll be back before you know it.
I knew it. I knew some of them at least would stick around. Like, Katra said he was getting a lot out of this.
What?
What? Excuse me?
Me too. I've got an important role in the New Year's festival.
Oh my god, they're all just going, like, temporarily. So it's literally just, we're just gonna have, like, a small time skip while they deal with that shit, and then it's just gonna be back to business.
And since my brother will be home for it too, I want to get in a little training before I return.
I wonder what the excuse for some of them's gonna be.
Hold on.
I want to be back in Longport for the anniversary of Mom's death.
Aw, that's sweet.
After I'm done dancing and partying it up through the Lunar New Year, I'll be right back here.
But I thought...
Dude, oh my god, Goat is washed again. Also, that's painful. That just means that, if anything, it makes it sound like Aaron's gonna be the one that gets back first. He's gonna be stuck with this fucker.
In truth, I am only planning to make a report concerning Almada's recent actions and undergo routine maintenance.
Makes sense for you. Oh my god. Literally every single person's just gonna pull this stuff. Maybe not Bearguard or something, but I don't know.
If it's not a bother, I was hoping to renew our contract for the next term.
And I'm still renting that room in your building, so of course I'll be around.
Oh my god.
Not all the time, though. I'll be crazy busy once my next movie starts shooting early next year.
Huh. I wonder how long we're gonna skip then. Maybe Judith won't be part of our party at the start? I would be, you know, it would make sense that she would have to go through like certain phases where she isn't available. Dude.
I plan to travel around and see my other students, so I will regrettably be away for some time. Speaking of crossing paths, is this not the perfect demonstration?
Yeah. You don't have to beat me over the head with it.
Oh my god. I like it. I like how they just, from Master, just like, I mean, I'm just gonna be doing whatever, but, you know, I'll be back.
And you! I'll bet you knew about this the whole damn time!
Whoops.
Sorry. Consider it your just desserts for lying to us earlier.
Ania's pulling out the wings. She's learning some devious things from Ren.
You got old fart.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Dude actually thought he was separating from everyone. And off Master goes, and off the rest go. Literally just these two left. See ya. All the guys are too stoic to wave. What the hell? That's so funny. I made a classic American mistake. I was like, why is Anya driving?
All good?
Mm-hmm. All good. We managed to put together a basic plan.
Solid.
We'll leave preparations and putting together a proper budget for around the start of the new year. I'm not just going to lean on Ren for it all either. I'm going to give it my all.
Nice to hear.
But I still plan to drop by the office at least once a week. If no one's around to keep you in check, Adios knows how questionable your diet could get.
Hey.
Not like it'd be any different from before. Get me. Focus on your studies and the festival. At least we know we don't ever have to worry about Almada coming back.
True.
We've still got our fair share of unanswered questions. The Grendel, the Genesis.
Yeah, I'm surprised none of that got.
We can do, but wait and see what happens.
I'm surprised none
just
of
handle
that
some light gigs in the meantime.
Got covered fully.
But
Oop, gotta stop. Head pat.
Hey, no worries. Okay, sure. That thing is still inside me, and I have no clue when it might resurface. And when that time comes, I might make the same choice all over again. But I know all too well that I've got a group of hardasses here who'd rather go through hell than leave me be. So I'll think long and hard on it next time. No lie. I swear.
sounds awful suspicious to me. Though I might believe you if I'm allowed to help you twice a month at minimum.
I deserve that. Well, guess that's the best I can hope for.
Ain't that the truth? Jeez. Yeah, so much unanswered, but
It's
a
on the
great,
outskirts of the 10th district.
incredible time.
We're about 10 minutes from there. Guessing it's a pretty big place?
No, not at all.
What are we doing?
It's just your average suburban detached home.
Oh, are we going to
We
drop
have
her
a
off at where
modest
she
garden
lives?
that Mom used to grow flowers and herbs in. She had quite the green thumb. Oh, and we've got our sweet little dog too.
Aw.
His name's Alphonse, and he's a good boy. He mostly stays at our official residence these days. I haven't seen him in ages, so I've missed him very much.
That's
I'll have
great.
to introduce you to him. The two of them should be back home by now.
Actually, I wasn't planning to stay. I'm just gonna drop you off and...
Nope, not
Wait,
getting away with
what do
that
you mean
one.
by two of them? You aren't talking about your dad, are you?
Oh, God.
Of course I am. He was up to the neck in work until just yesterday.
Seeing the
but
president.
today is the start of his end-of-year vacation, so we're finally going to spend some time together. I believe he wants to have a talk with you. about your compensation and a few other things.
Oh, come on. There's no way he was serious about the pay. That place will be crawling with security. So, sorry, but I ain't gonna...
Look at his voice.
Don't worry about that. They only guard the outside of the house, so they'll leave us alone. Also, I've got a delicious Andalusia winter tart.
Jangling keys in front of him.
Edition. You can share it with Dad. I'll brew your coffee while you chat away.
You gotta be shitting me. When the hell do you kids get so damn sly?
They learn from the best. Oh hey, never mind, they actually did bother to put some quantity of snow. Okay, I appreciate the extra effort here at the end to put some snow in. There is not nearly enough of any type of snow in this game, in this series. Whoa! Credits theme. Oh, wow. Oh my god! Dude, it's been so long since I've seen this type of stuff. They haven't done this type of stuff since... I mean, we got it with the thing with... earlier. We got this with the thing with Shizuna, but damn. First time since so long. Whoa! Okay, we're gonna see a lot of shit here. Usually, credits is like a good spot to give my thoughts on the game, but I feel like I just have to let things rock, because there's a lot that's gonna be going on here. Damn, Kasum actually looks kind of cool. Too bad he's Kasum. I'm joking. Oh, it's cool getting to see her family like that. This is a real nice credits theme. Though I'm not used to non-lyrical ones, that's for sure. Wow. Who the hell's the guy in the back? Oh my god, Theo carrying the food? Wait, they got... Oh my god, they've even got Zeros carrying shit. Oh my god. These CGs are all so good, dude. I can't even give my final thoughts, dude. There's so much going on here. Yeah, I'm used to vocal themes for the credits, but I like this one a lot too. Oh wow. Are we actually gonna see her family? I mean, besides, we're seeing the pictures there, so that's nice. Golden Blood. There they are! Oh my god, there's her mom and grand... Oh, we're actually getting to see them? Holy shit. I'm shocked we get to see them in any form. Both her mom and grandma. That's so awesome getting to see them. Meanwhile, there's Rosette. She doesn't really have anyone special to show up. We just got Thorndyke in the background. Her outfit almost looks a different color here. Looks more subdued. Oh, shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck? Oh my god. I was not expecting the Olivier and Shara jump scare. That was crazy. The Bracers doing their stuff, eh? Oh, Fee's going... Aw, man. Fee's going back to Erebonia. Damn. Dude, they're showing so much stuff through these CGs. It's crazy. Gaius! Yo! Holy shit! Yo, Kevin and Wazzy! Is that Ein? Thomas! What the fuck? That's such a... Holy shit, dude! Also, Celis was just patting Gaius on the head or something. What the fuck? Dude! You can't just show all that! That's so crazy! Oh my god, going through the whole thing with the trio. Flashing through more than that, though. Everything with Van. Oh shit, Renee. Dude. I can't imagine how much time they had to spend on these CGs. Oh my god, it's the trio! Yo, Marielle in the back too. Oh my god, that's so good getting to see them as a trio again. Bermati too. This is so fucking good. Everything about this. Oh, they've got overcoats on. That's nice. Nice detail with the seasons. Getting all their supplies for the festival. That's a nice overcoat on Ren. I like it. Nice color. Wow. There's so much stuff they're showing, dude. Yo, that's... Holy crap. Having the car in the back, it was kind of crazy. They did so well on so much stuff in this. All the nice CGs and everything. They showed so many. And there it is. Wow. To be continued. That's such a good title drop. I might not even have to put in the logo. I could just leave that. Holy shit. For you upon your return. How many people got on this? 64%. Good number. Good number. Holy shit, dude. Wow. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin, dude. Do I go back to the title screen? I'm gonna see some cool sights. I probably should. But I also don't want to go to the opening. Let's do it. Oh my god. Back to where it all began. That's actually so cool. There's a lot of things they could have do, but they just haven't returned back to how it was with Van just chilling on his couch with a damn mag over his face. Huh. Wait, no. Whoops. Haha, silly me. Alright. Wow. I don't know what to say, man. A thing with a game like this is that there's so many things that happen and so many things to talk about that when it's wrapped up like this, I don't even know where to start, man. I really don't. I'm in shock and awe, and I just don't know where to even begin. Okay, let me sort through my thoughts here. I guess, you know, great ending. I really like what they did. You know, the whole thing with Pandemonium. That's the thing with first... I can't help but compare this to previous entries in the series. As far as first game for the arc, the way they did the stakes and everything was crazy off the walls. We had 1 million people coming to and fro. We had an utter crap tons of people that came along. We had people from Heiaway, we had Ouroboros, we had, you know, Ikaruga, the Bracers, everything in Arasion that happened. There's so many. That was really when it showed. The church people, of course. So many people came together and showed up in this game, way more than I expected. And there was so much going on, you know? I'm super excited to see where we go from here. But as far as how this game ended, my point is that it ramped up a lot. In Cold Steel 1, for example, you had all the stuff with the Imperial Liberation Front. And though they were like the bad guys and whatnot, and you'd go from dealing with one of their shenanigans to the other. They did a similar thing with Almada in this. But the Almada stuff, it ramped up way higher and got to a way larger scale. And and we went crazy for a first game is basically what I'm saying. They did similar things in Crossbell, like in Zero you had all the stuff with the DG Cult. And with Joachim and whatnot. And they went crazy with that. Oh my god. I'm saying that they went above and beyond the call of what I expected in this game. They went way farther than I expected, had a lot more going on than I expected. And for first game of Arc, it is insanely packed with stuff. We went to so many locations, met so many people, learned about so many people. But it feels like there's so much more to explore, you know? I feel like what we spent our time learning about was really well done. But there's a lot of things that I feel like we still need to learn more about. So wrapping up my thoughts on this game is kind of a hard ask because I just know there's so much more to come after this, you know? And you know, if this was like the most recent Trails game or something, I'd have a lot of unanswered questions that I had to ask about or something like that. And I do. There's a lot with the Genesis. We still haven't even found all of them, and there's one missing, which is insane to think about after all we went through. But yeah, there's one still missing. We don't know what the deal with the Grendel is. We don't know what the deal with Mare is. You know, there's the diabolic core that was within inside Van, and that led to a lot of, you know, a lot of his self-worth issues and things like that stem from that, and he thinks he doesn't deserve to live. It's kind of funny because Eren has a similar thing with the Tyrant, but it's not like a, you know, he thinks way more negatively on himself because of that than Eren did with the Tyrant, you know? Dude's kind of already over that and says he won't let that dictate who he is and stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the music down while we're here, just so I can think a bit more. But basically, Van, you know, he's an extreme martyr. I said this earlier during this video and everything. But he would rather put himself at risk, sentence himself to death, do anything but have blame put on others. Unless it's someone that really deserves it, like Melchior or Dantes or something. He would rather just put everything, the world on his shoulders and bear it all himself. And you know, it's a trait that I like when you have a protagonist that's like that, and they did a similar thing to Threin. It's just that we kind of go through the entire thing at a way faster pace. Because of Threin, it takes multiple games to get to that point. He doesn't get to that point until like Cold Steel 4. I mean, he has moments like that throughout the series, but it takes multiple games to get to that point. Whereas this one, it's way more front and center. Van from like frame 1 is the type of guy that will put himself in harm's way at the risk of others. I think literally in the prologue he did that even, where he put himself in harm's way for the sake of Agnes, who he'd barely met. And he says like, well, I'm not gonna let someone else take a shot for me or whatever. I'm gonna help them. And he does it multiple times over and over and over again. And I don't know, they just do really well at hammering it home with him, I think. And it's just, they do real well in a short amount of time in the grand scheme. I think as far as a first game, Van has the strongest start I've seen of any Trails protag. Estelle was really great. I love Estelle. She's awesome. Love her to bits. You know, and personality-wise, she might be one of my more favorites. She's just a really cool gal and everything. You know, no one hates Estelle. She's awesome. Kevin was also really great in third. I enjoyed what they did with him a lot. They expanded upon him as time went by and everything. Lloyd is my least favorite, but I still love him a lot. He's still a really well-adjusted visual, and he is kind of like the personality of like the regular dude who stepped up, you know? He's a detective and everything. He's, you know, above average smarts and whatnot, but in the end, he's still himself, and he doesn't try to be anyone else. And then there's also... Whoa, what the fuck? Why is my mic getting quieter all of a sudden? Hold up. Hello? Does that sound decent at all? It doesn't sound like it on my end. Okay, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay, maybe there? I'm sorry, this is getting really wacky right at the end here. I don't mean this. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. And, oh, also Rean. Sorry, I haven't mentioned Rean yet. Well, I have, but I haven't gone over it more in detail than I expected. Rean is a very great character. I love him dearly. He's a silly little guy. He's got his problems, but everyone loves Rean. Well, okay, there's people that don't like Rean. There's some people that are kind of over him it's kind of like the Kiryu syndrome if you've played Yakuza. You play as him for too many games, and it kind of just wears thin. But I've always loved the guy start to finish. He was just a really cool guy. I'm glad we have Van, though. Van is really great. I love his personality, all of his different traits, all his different motivations and everything, his hobbies. I love that he's, he has this rough exterior, but he has like an obsession with sweets and stuff. As we can see right here, he really likes to take naps and things like that. He appreciates his own beauty sleep. He loves saunas. He loves his hot springs. He has a car obsession. He's just he's a varied individual. And I really love what they do with him at all times. The martyr act aside, like, he's just a really solid character. He has really nice dialogue. He's rough, but not too rough. And he's also has a sense of maturity, despite the fact that he very much doesn't by the way he sacrifices himself all the time. He's just a really great character. And I think as far as, like, comparing him to all the others in their first games, or even as a whole, he's almost in a single game, he's become my favorite Trails protag, Like, he's dangerously close to getting that from a single game, and that's crazy to think about. Van aside, going down the cast, I should probably just, say my thoughts on everyone so far. Because, the Trails games, while they have big plot points going for them, and there's an overarching story that's really cool and important, at the core of it is the characters, I think. That's what kind of makes the games for me. And the ways that these characters interact with each other, their backstories, everything that goes into it. Because Van has a big-ass backstory, and we haven't even fully gone into it. Like I was mentioning earlier this video, we don't know the circumstances of his birth that led to him having the diabolic core inside of him. So that is a big thing we still need to deal with. And learn about, like, why does he have this? What is the purpose behind it? We need to learn what the deal with Mare is. Mare is an enigma still. We don't know what the hell her deal is. Every time there's the whale noises or whatever, as I call it, where she just gets bleeped out and we can't hear what's going on. That's a bunch of other stuff we need to deal with. The Grendel seems to be its own entity that has, like, its own way of thinking and has spoken separately from Van once or twice. And I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe it's kind of like a redux of Valimar or something like that, where it has its own will, but it's not as apparent. There's a lot to discover with him. But speaking of other plot points, the Genesis. We've discovered 7 of them. There's 1 more remaining. We know it's connected. There's a bunch of stuff, and how Anya says, like, oh yeah, we gotta find it before this one point or the world's doomed or whatever. And there's time before that point, but we still haven't reached that, So I'm guessing we'll tackle that next game, maybe the one after. I assume we're not going to take a whole, more than one whole extra game to find one Genesis, or one Genesis. Anya herself, fun character. How do I say it? They put her at the forefront a lot, and she has a nice dynamic with Van, I think. It's nice having, like, the high schooler that's, like, keeping him at bay and basically just keeping him in line and stuff like that. She was the first one to join Arc Ride Solutions, and I think she does well in that regard. Because they make good on the connection that she has with Van and being the first person there. And going like, all right, mister, gotta put you back in line. You're kind of pushing it a bit. You're not doing your job, stuff like that. She's very good at being, like, bossy in some regards to Van and keeping him in line, which is nice. And they illustrate that at the end there, where it's just like, I'm gonna at least work for you twice a month, because otherwise you're just gonna be a slob and you're not gonna be living a proper life and you're just gonna frickin' be a weirdo. And I think they do well on that. Agnes in general, I want to learn more about her family. I think that she's a cool character and that there's a lot of potential cool stuff they could do with her. And, you know, I like her dynamics with the others and things like that. They haven't really majorly delved into her dynamics besides, like, Van. Van, maybe a bit of Fairy, but, you know, they have kind of like a sisterly bond or something like that. And then maybe Aaron, because they get like the, you know, she gets pissed at him whenever he speaks vulgarly, or starts like going like, yeah, that lady has big tits, or something like that. And she goes like, Aaron? And then he's like, whoops. But no, I think there's more that we could do with her, and I think that I think the setup with her being Graham Hart's kid is an insane thing that we haven't tapped into enough. Learning that she's the daughter of the president is kind of like an insane thing that we haven't gone into. She's related to, in some extent, to Epstein as well. And there's like so much stuff surrounding Anyas that we haven't gone into yet, which is really surprising, all things considered, you know? Because we've gone into bits and pieces, but there's like a whole slew of things that we haven't gone over yet. And I'm kind of just waiting for that to say more about her, you know? Right now, I think she's a fine character, you know? She's not anything mind-breaking to me, but she does her job well. Next up, Fairy. I kind of, I touched on this a bit earlier in the video, but she's kind of you know, a lot of the time she's kind of just here. And I don't think that you necessarily have to have a character that constantly has stuff going on. She has the stuff with her family and whatnot that I think is interesting, but it doesn't play out too often. So a lot of the time she's just kind of here and chilling, and you know, she's the kid, she's learning stuff, she's going to Sunday school, which is nice. But in the end, she hasn't really had too much plot stuff going on for the most part. The most we've really had ever since the Ida stuff in Chapter 1 is that she's just kind of been chilling and she's just kind of been going along of stuff and trying to... I guess the most we've seen is whenever Qasim shows up and she talks to him for a bit, but even then it hasn't really been much. So she's kind of on the back burner, and I don't know if and when she'll get too much more. But, you know, she's serviceable. She's doing what she does. Aaron. Aaron. What a dude. What a guy, that dude. He has a lot of funny dialogue. He had a lot of great moments at the start and throughout. I think that after a certain point in like throughout like chapter 3 and early chapter 4, I was kind of like, I don't know what this dude's deal is. He's just kind of taking the back burner here. And I was kind of losing gas on him. Because, you know, Trails cast, they usually have one or two characters that are quick of wit, you know, really funny people that say a bunch of funny things. But you can't have a character that's carried just by that. And I think that his conflict and his hatred for Almada and that spurring him onwards is a really nice thing. And they touch upon that quite a bit. And I think they do well on that. But also, I think there's more they can... I thought that there was more they could do with him, because, like, that's the thing with Fairy and Aaron in particular. There's not a lot for me to grasp onto for, like, their future developments and whatnot. Because their stuff is kind of mostly settled by the time that their introductory chapter is over. And so, I think the main things that, you know how Fairy still has, like, the people with her family and whatnot are kind of like the main driving force in the fact that she's a Jaeger, stuff like that. That and like, I guess one thing I can touch about on is Fee. Fee's connection with Fairy is also a nice thing because they have the common thread of Ida, and that's a nice little touch. It's a nice bit of characterization and having extra dynamics. And then for Aaron, I think one of the main driving forces, you know, obviously he wanted to get revenge on Almada. That was a big thing. But besides that, I think the other big thing is his connection to Heiwei. That's kind of a thing that they've driven home every once in a while. Whenever Sao shows up, or you know, Gian or whoever, Fawn. Whenever those people show up, he always has something to say. And I think that that's a nice way it's a nice way to keep him still attached to the plot in a way. In a similar way to Fairy with like Qasim and stuff like that. They have it as like oh hey, I know these people. I can at least talk to them and stuff like that and have some relevancy through that. And I kind of hope that we strain that in and make it more relevant to give him more stuff to go on in the next game. Because I think he has a really great dynamic with Van. Like, there's not really any doubt there. He has a, you know, we can talk about like haha old fart stuff like that, and it does get old, but he does just have a really nice dynamic with the guy, and I think it's one of Van's stronger dynamics in this game. Well, on the stronger side, Van's got a lot of dynamics. He is the main character, so it makes sense, but a lot of characters, if you try to think of like connections between the Arkwright Solutions members, a lot of them you'll think of like, all right, what do these two do together? And then you realize, oh, that's not much. Because at the end of the day, things kind of always circle around the main character in a game. It just kind of makes sense. You don't really get as much in the ways of the others. But I think Aaron did really well in Lon Lai. Aside his introductory chapter and him speaking up every once in a while and being, you know, him getting pissed this video, you know, during the final boss, or I guess the penultimate boss, when Van flew away and took, you know, did his martyr business, Aaron was the first one to speak up and get really pissed as he flew away, because he's like, I fucking knew this dude would try something like that, because he really hates it when Van does that shit. And I think it's very nice that he does get that pissed. But also, before all of that, I think that they did really well in Lon Lai talking about the stuff in the hot spring that one time. They had a really nice one-on-one conversation. I think it's something that, I think it's kind of a rare thing that we haven't really gotten too much of. Moving on next, Rosette. Rosette is a character that at first glance I was like, yes, you're very pretty. You're very pretty, you do cool stuff and stuff like that, and she's the super maid. She's, you know, very good at everything. And I didn't really think that, you know, as Chapter 3 was going along, I was like, yeah, you're cool, but I don't really know if there's anything much else to you besides, like, the simple stuff. And then Chapter 4 came along, and it really hit me out of nowhere. Because Rosette didn't really get her own chapter to start off, and then Chapter 4 hits, and it's like, oh, she's a robot. She just has a million things going for her. She's a cyborg. She's got, like, so much crap going on here. An undisclosed amount of her is made out of artificial parts. And that's an insane thing to drop randomly. And, you know, we haven't really touched upon it much since then. But that by itself was such like a crazy thing that it still sticks with me, even if it hasn't been prevalent in the main plot. And I think the reason it hasn't come into full view yet is because we haven't really delved into Marduk. That is like an entire, you know, a lot of these characters I have things to say about, but I don't have as much as I should because we haven't gotten to the meat of things. Rosette is very much a case of that. We haven't gone into what her whole deal is because we haven't gone into Marduk's deal. We know about Thorndyke, we know about Qasim, we know about the hacking into the Celestial Globe, we know that they have some insane stuff at their disposal, but we don't know how that all ropes together. And that's something to keep in mind. Aside that, I think she's a solid character. You know, she's really sticking to like the professional business stuff, and she sticks to it real well and goes like, you know, gotta renew our contract, things like that. She keeps everyone at arm's length, and I'm wondering if that'll ever change. I feel like if and when we tackle Marduk as like a proper thing, maybe she could open up more. I think she's probably always going to speak in a more like professional sounding way and keep it, you know, keep it professional and stuff like that. But it would be nice if she went beyond that and kind of went her own and kind of let everyone get closer to her and speak more, less formally, more casually, I guess. You know, even if it's on rare occasions, it'd be a nice thing. Overall, she's a fun character though. Next up, Katra. Katra had a very great introductory chapter. I think both him and Rosette really did well in Chapter 4. Like, that did really well for both of them. Insanely good characterization. Chapter 4 in general might just be like my favorite chapter. Okay, I don't know about my favorite, but it's high up there. It's a really well constructed chapter, and it has great characterization for both of them. he's all his connections and stuff like that, and how he has like a great hometown and people to go home to. It's really sweet. He's kind of unique in that regard because everyone has like, you know, everyone in the game has like their loved ones and things like that. But he has like the most concrete, like, yeah, I'm a guy from Basel. I have like a bunch of people to go back to. I have friends, family, and a bunch of people with similar interests and everything. The guy's just got a lot to go back to, and I think that's really nice. Also, we kind of touched on it a bit at the end here, but they clearly made some like allusion towards the fact that like, oh yeah, Catra also went through some shit. Supposedly at the hands of the DG, much like Van did. And that was kind of just glossed over in the meanwhile. We didn't really have time to wrap up or touch on that anymore, but it definitely seems like he went through some crap. And there also is a lot of, you know, Catra is another character that there's more that we have to talk about in the future. Because there's stuff that we touch upon with Catra that hasn't really been fully disclosed yet. Be it gender identity or something like that. It's been something that's kind of been hanging over for a while, but we haven't really breached the subject fully. And I don't know if and when we are, but I assume we are going to eventually. And yeah, I think that Catra's one of the characters right now that we have the best balance, aside like Van, that we have the best balance of stuff we know about and stuff we don't. Because they're doing really well with just giving him plenty of content, sprinkling it throughout, giving him nice dialogue and everything that does further characterization, while also just, you know, teasing you with future stuff that they can do with the character. And that's not like they do it throughout thing. It isn't like oh hey, we're gonna tease this like 3 chapters back and then never do it again for the rest of the game. No, it's a bit more omnipresent with him. Next up on the Arc Red Solutions list, Judith. Judith might be one of my more favorites. Might be like my second favorite after Van, honestly. She doesn't really have... She's another case of a character where there's a lot we need to still go into about her. Grimcat as a whole is like a concept that we haven't really delved into aside her doing her thing, basically. There's a lot going on with her that's just kind of... We got to, you know, at the end here, we at least got to see the CG of her mom and grandma and whatnot, and we know she's third in a line of Grimcats. But we don't really know what that truly entails or what the whole deal with that is, and I assume we're going to go into that in a future game. So again, we have a character that falls into that. Overall, I think she has some real great characterization. Like I said, she falls into the camp of like character who's more on the ditzy side and fills out certain stuff. But she also has a really sharp tongue and says a lot of fun things. And I think she's one of those type of characters that really can fall back on personality for a lot of it. She has just a very boisterous way of talking and way of going about certain things. And I think that really just does a lot for her, I guess. Sometimes characters can just have a great personality, and that's not really... It's not really sometimes someone you should use as a crutch, but sometimes you don't need much more, in a sense. And I think she's a great case of that so far. Despite the fact that she could have gotten more concrete focus. You know, it kind of made it seem like we were going to do stuff with her when it came to, like, the Maxim problems. But it turns out she was just looking into other unrelated issues and using him to get dirt. But then it feels like we could have done more with her, but at the same time, what they did with her was enough, you know? I think they did great with Chapter 3, though. Chapter 3 ended up kind of being her chapter, if anyone's. As they touched on the likes of Nina and everything. Speaking of which, I actually remember during the final chapter here, we had that thing in the underground, like, parking garage with Nina where she was, like, talking to herself or doing some weird crap. Well, she says talking to herself, but clearly she was talking to someone over about something suspicious. So there's more than meets the eye with her, too, which is another aspect to talk about. But I don't really have to talk about that one too much now, because Nana's kind of a character that's like, you know, she's there, she's clearly has something else going on, but we're not really going to breach that, and there's not really much you speculate in right now. But as far as Judith, yeah, she's just a really fun character. I liked using her in my party, even if she probably wasn't the most optimal. She was just a fun character to play with. The gameplay in general in this game was really fun, by the way. I don't really know what else to say about it, because I've been talking about it as I've been playing the game, so, you know, there's not really too much left on that front. And then finally, there's Bearguard. Bearguard is a character that I feel like it's cool conceptually to have a former Dominion on the team and whatnot, and have him be like this big intimidating factor of like, oh, this guy's a big deal. He's been a deal for a long while. And then we finally get him, and it's cool. You know, there's a novelty to it at first, and it's like really cool that we get him. But then he just kind of takes the backstage for most of the rest of the game here. And it just didn't really feel like, until the end, you know, at the end where he talks to Mare and things like that, and he realizes like, oh shit, I shouldn't have let this go as far as it did. And he starts speaking up. I feel like he hasn't really done as much as he should, all things considered. And when we have a lot of conversations with everyone talking, he's either the last one to talk, or he doesn't say much of anything at all. And that's kind of a detriment to his character, and I hope that's rectified. But for now, he's kind of just there, you know? He hasn't really gotten to do much. And that's it for members of Arkwright Solutions. I guess I have to go on to talking about other characters now. I'm not going to go into every single character, right? Some of them I'll just give spark notes, like, for example, the Dancer sisters, Shahina and Sarah. Those two are cool. I don't really have much else to say about them. It was kind of weird what they did with the mask stuff, and how Shahina got kidnapped after walking like 20 feet to her house, because everyone just thought, yeah, she'll be okay. She's just literally at the end of the road, but then she got kidnapped by Dantes. And then we did every, you know, characters like Fee, an example, returning are really cool. But in the grand scheme of things, I'd say the main cool things that we did with the likes of Fee are just having her there to be playable for a few sections, and then her connection to Fairy. You know, Fee's always been kind of a cool character, but her presence in this game is just kind of, she's there? I guess you can say the same about a lot of returning characters, though. Like, Zin is also a character that's fun that he's here, but presence-wise, I feel like the most he does is like, aha, I'm going to be here at the same time as Walter and Kilika. Hey guys, don't you remember the Sky Games? I'm here too. And, you know, sometimes you don't really need too much with him, but I kind of want more with him, because he didn't really get an insane amount even in the Sky Games, right? So I kind of want more of an expansion upon him as a character. He's still a fun guy, and I think they do well with him. You know, he's great. He's an additional shipper of Van and Elaine, just like the likes of who else is it? Who else did it a lot? Why am I blanking? Was it Ren? It might have been Ren. The Ren, I guess, was just kind of a mischief maker in general. Ren, I think, has a solid role. That's a returning character I can actually fully praise. Her just being like the student council president or whatever at Aramis, she just does really well in her role. She just deals with her school stuff while also helping on her usual techie side, as she's always been really good at. And, you know, she kind of stays in her lane, and the most we really get of her doing anything besides that is the one time she throws her scythe in Bossel. And besides that, she sticks to a more supporting role, and I think that's a great way to deal with her for the first game at least. I assume we'll get more of her down the line, and she'll probably end up doing more. But I think that that's a great way to not have too much character bloat and to just let her stay at the back. Other returning characters. I guess I mentioned the Taito characters, so I can mention them. First, I'll mention Kilika, because Kilika's role is kind of more minor, but I like that she's, you know, doing government stuff. She's kind of taking a more passive role in the plot, and, I mean, she never really did too much, all things considered, even in the Sky Games. She was around during Crossbell, too, but she's just kind of a character that's there. She does political stuff. She's chilling at the back, doing her usual, and, you know, that's all she really has to do. She doesn't have to do much more. There's also Walter. Walter, actually, I think they did really well on. They do great by giving him a dynamic with Van, having the whole freaking rivalry or kind of like a hatred from Van because of what happened to his previous vehicle. And I think that's a really funny bit, and that they did really well on that. It's been so long since Walter showed up, and I think they did a really solid on his next showing, basically. Because he comes back, and he comes back with a vengeance. Everything in Erasion, too. Like, getting to having him beat everyone up and everything, and showing up, he fights wolves. He's not as fight hungry as he used to be. And it's kind of nice to see. He still loves to fight and everything, but he's evened out a bit, and he's become more mild-tempered, and I think that's a really nice direction to take his character. In addition, we get stuff like when he helped save Ren in the final chapter here during Pandemonium. He was like, he says she's like family and stuff like that, and that's really sweet. It's sweet that certain members of Ouroboros, despite the fact that Ren has left that life behind, still see her as family or like a sibling or something like that, and it's just really cool to see. They still care for her after all this time. In addition to Ouroboros members, I guess I can talk about the other two in this game. Lucrezia, we didn't really do much with. She just kind of sat there and was kind of just the right-hand woman of Harwood for most of the time. And she didn't really have to do much more, but she is the golden butterfly, and she's been teased for a long while at this point. So it just kind of made... I kind of expected more of her, I guess, but she does well in what she does, I guess. That's an easy way to put it. She's there to do what she does, and she does it well. And then Harwood himself, he's an linguist. They do well at selling that. They clearly make him out to be an insane individual, and they don't try to hide that fact. It's just like, no, he's a fucking whack job. This guy needs to be put under maintenance, or put under a watchful eye, The guy has problems, and they need to be addressed. And he's just kind of there doing his own thing, chilling at his own pace, but, he's doing what he does. And then, yeah, he's going to end up doing more. He's an Anguis, obviously. He's going to have more to deal with down the line, and I expect that of all the Enforcers, or all the Ouroboros members, because they're Ouroboros. Of course they're going to have some big stuff going down eventually. But for right now, they were indeed just kind of chilling at the back for most of this. And I assume that next game, maybe, they'll take more of an active role, because we do know that Ouroboros and Gramhart have like a mutual agreement to not interfere with each other for like 2 years or something like that, or was it 3 years, whichever. They have like a rule to not interfere with each other, which we touch on that a bit during this chapter, where Gramhart shows up in the mech. Is just like, hey, you're not supposed to interfere with our stuff, so I'd appreciate you stop. You not interfere or something like that to Harwood. And speaking of which, Gramhart is a character that really did not do as much this game as I expected. We got a few scenes with him here and there. We got his militarization address and stuff like that. We got talks with him once or twice. Talked to him on our way to Erasion and stuff like that. But overall, he's kind of really not shown... Like, he showed up less this game than Osborne did in Cold Steel 1. That's like a good comparison I can think of, is I think that he showed up and had a less important role than Osborne did at the start of Cold Steel. So I think he's hiding a lot of stuff, and he... Dante's touches a bit on it too, that he's kind of a bit of a snake. And I think that's kind of true. He's got a lot of slippery stuff he's doing beneath the surface, but we haven't touched upon that too much. So there's clearly going to be stuff going on with him. I just don't know to what extent we're going to be dealing with that. But we'll get around to it sometime. I don't know if he's as evil as Osborne, but it definitely seems like they're gearing up to do some more spooky stuff with him, to say the least. Oh boy, sorry, I've been yapping constantly trying to get all my thoughts about on all the characters in this game. What other ones can I talk about? Go chapter by chapter, I guess. At this point, I think the Hayway members haven't really done much. Risha is kind of here. The most notable thing is how they've somehow increased her tit size again. Sorry, I don't mean to be that crass, but it's kind of obvious and in your face anytime she's on screen. It's kind of insane. Yeah, she hasn't really done much this game. She's just kind of here as Yin, and then she'll go back to Crossbell and chill with Arc and Seal, which I'm glad. Sao is kind of, yet again, just kind of here. He hasn't really done much. He's kind of there to just be like, oh yes, I am here. They make him a temp party member, which is nice, but you don't even get to control him. It's just kind of like, he's the one that you fight, and then he doesn't have an S-craft or anything, and just kind of chills there and fights in the background. In addition, yeah, I guess that's all for Heiwei. Chapter 3, I guess the one I didn't talk about yet is Gotti. I think Gotti is an insanely fun NPC character. He's just kind of there to be kind of crass, be a bit of a weirdo, and he does that really well. He also totally owned Leon in the final chapter here, which is really fun. They did really well on that, and I think it's really solid. He's just a very fun character. I don't really have too much else to say. Chapter 4, Bossel. Some of those characters I don't really have too much thoughts on, like Esmeralda and Jan, Cronkite or whatever. Those two I don't really have too many thoughts on because they're fine, but they're just kind of at the background. I think Gascard is actually a more notable character in my eyes because he's just a fun, he's the old man of the Artisans Guild. He knows his values. He does well at everything. He's just kind of like a nice figure for Catra and everything. Hamilton, it's really just awesome to see her after all this time, We did a lot with Russell. We did a lot with Schmidt. It's just nice to finally get the final piece of the puzzle there. And I think that she is a superb addition, and I can't wait to see what more we do with her. Also, her basically being Catra's granny is just really sweet. It's like another addition to like what I was saying about Catra earlier. His whole family dynamic with everyone is so awesome. And I love that he is just the granddaughter of Hamilton. Grandson. But yeah. They do really well there. Let's see, who else can I mention? Government people. I can mention Kayla and Cody. Kayla, Cody, and Rocksmith, I guess I can go into. Kayla didn't really do much this game. She's just kind of chilling at the back. She helped a bit with stuff in like Bossel and things like that. She showed up a few times, but she hasn't had too major of a role. She's just kind of like taking the backseat a bit. Cody's the same way. He's just kind of there to keep an eye on Rocksmith. Rocksmith, I actually think they did a really nice job with. That conversation with him and Lonlai was really nice. They did a really solid time with him, and I think that it was a really great showing after what we saw of him in like the Zemirian Trade Conference and Cold Steel 4. I think it was a really nice next showing for him. And they just did solid with it. Other characters, let's see. Why am I blocking? Marielle. Really solid. There's always like some type of news type character in every game, and I think she's like probably my favorite one in the series, honestly. She's really come a long way in a short while. And speaking of which, Dingo, my heart's out to you, man. You were a great guy. He was just a really solid character from start until the end of his screen time. And I was like in denial for it for a while. I didn't think they'd keep him dead, but no, he's gone. He took his pictures, he got some good info out, and he was on his way. And I think that Marielle is, suffering builds character and all that, so she's on her way to doing stuff. It really would have been cool to see them do some romantic stuff and kind of be on that route, but going the route of him dying and her learning from all that is also a great way to take it. Oh boy, sorry, my throat is getting worn out. I need to wrap up soon enough here. But let's see, what other characters can I talk about? I've already talked about most of the Almada characters as we were dealing with, the stuff in this chapter, so I don't really have much to say about them. Overall, I think that Melchior was the most noteworthy. I think they did some cool stuff with Dantes at the end here, but overall, I think it's mainly those two, and then the rest are just kind of eh. Ariok was cool, and then the other three just kind of peter off, and I'm just kind of it's whatever. But I think the final dungeon was really nice. We did a lot of cool stuff there. I'm a big fan of it. And then, yeah, nice final boss. I do like that we had like the 2-phase final boss that also, and then we had like a break in between and then went into the final thing there. That was really sick. And what other characters haven't I talked about? I've kind of been beating around the bush trying to talk about the characters, you know, keep my favorites for last and things like that. I guess I'll go, for the sake of not making things awkward, I think it's time to talk about the elephant in my personalized room. Shizuna, Ikaruga. I think that, you know, I knew going into this game, one thing I knew is that I wouldn't get as much screen time as I'd want with her, but I think that everything we did get was really solid. We didn't get too much screen time with her, but the fight in Lonlai was really nice. It was a nice introduction to her. I think that everything we got in Arasion, I'm really glad that I chose Ikaruga to team up with, because it just felt, it just kind of feels right, honestly. Because, you know, if you went with like the bracers or something, Elaine would be going to do her own thing anyways. Heiawei, they just weren't really substantial enough this game. Ouroboros would have been really fun though. That's the other thing, as I would have liked to see the. I guess I can technically reload for that and see that on my own time. I know I said I might do it as part of this, but I'm just gonna do it on my own time at this point. We're already at the end of the series. It's kind of a bygone conclusion at this point. But no, every scene with her, I was enjoying myself. I was giddy. It was obvious. It's not really any big shock. I love her to death. But yeah, no, they just did really solid on what we got with her. I wish there was more, but hey, you gotta roll with the cards you get sometimes, and you know, there's always next game. Kurogane was actually a character I wasn't expecting. I was excited to see what his deal was, but I wasn't expecting him to be as cool as he is. The weaponry, everything, getting to have him as having the boss fight against him and having him as a temp party member, even if he wasn't one we could control, he was still really cool. And he had some fun lines here and there. I'm curious and excited to see what they do with both of them in future games, because I feel like there's a lot of potential there. Because they were characters that they were there, but they weren't there from the start, and they kind of entered too far into the plot that you couldn't really do much with either of them. Because by the time that the intermission happens, you get your introduction to them, and all you have after that is the, you know, Arasion in the final chapter, which is why Shizuna just got her one spend time, and then also the main plot thing where, you know, her and Van go on a ride, which is really nice. That content really was nice for me. But besides them, the last characters I can really think, I'm definitely forgetting some, but the last characters I can think to talk about right now is kind of, I've been saving for the end, because it's kind of the main part of this game that really stuck with me, is the trio. I haven't talked about Renee and I haven't talked about Elaine. And those two, boy howdy, do I love them. Elaine in particular, but I love Renee too. The Arasion childhood trio is like so fucking good, dude. I ate up every single scene with them from start to finish. Van and Elaine, I think, is just straight up my favorite ship in the entire series. And that's kind of crazy to say, but they have so much chemistry, so much history, so many scenes together that just, you know, ship it further and further. You know, I said that Fee didn't really contribute too much to this game. Nah, that's another contribution she had. She was great at ship fuel between the two. Said that she was third wheeling on multiple occasions and stuff like that. Like, hello? That's, you know, she's a real one. Fee is a real one for that, and everything they did so well with. They did so well with all the drama between them and so much. Mainly between Van and Elaine. Because Renee was kind of just going at it as, you know, we talked about it multiple times, but with Renee, he was just kind of, I guess third wheeling is a term for it. He was just kind of on the sidelines for a lot of their drama. And while he did have his own thoughts on, like, Van and stuff like that, at the end of the day, they were still bros and got along. It was mainly Elaine that still had lasting issues with how Van ended up leaving. Of course, he had his too, but he keeps them more buried compared to her. And they're a nice trio, but in the end, the ship is obviously the thing I care about most. I'm not going to try to deny it or anything. And I think that they are just a beautiful duo that really just fit each other to a T. Like, it's insane to me because I know that there's apparently people that ship Van with Agnes, and while they do have a lot of scenes together, and obviously they have a lot of content together, it's so obviously like one-sided, and Agnes likes Van romantically, but Van just kind of sees her as like, you know, little subordinate, little, you know, his employee, you know? Whereas he's very much, very, very focused on Elaine and stuff like that. And despite the fact that he has like his regrets and stuff and he martyrs and everything, he accepts any insults and stuff that Elaine throws at him, but then she just goes like, no, I shouldn't treat you like that and stuff like that. And there's a solid amount of angst between the two, but it's balanced out by how much they love each other, and it's so good. I haven't really gotten to gush about it properly, but like, god damn, it's the best thing in this game for me. Like, I love a lot of stuff in this game, but I think that ship is like I mean, you've seen it, you've watched my previous reactions to some of these things, it's definitely the thing I've been most consistently hyped for and reacting to. I've loved every bit of it. And I think Elaine is just a really solid character in general. She's had a lot of characterization over the course of the game. She's been one of the most reoccurring characters, which makes sense given, you know, her connections to Van and everything. They've really hammered that home. She showed up as early as what, chapter 1, I guess? I think she showed up as early as chapter 1, even if she didn't come into full swing until like chapter 2. But they did a lot of really solid stuff with her, and I think that she's one of my favorite characters in this game. That's kind of why I got so pissed at the final boss, because not only did they cuck her out of going into the final dungeon, they also did it with the final boss at the end, which really felt like it was gearing up to be like okay, Elaine goes with the Arkwright solutions in place of Van in order to save Van, which would have been so much cooler in my opinion, but you know, I'm not the game designer, I guess. But maybe I would be a better game designer, I don't know. But no, I think they do really solid in that. I like that you know, Van goes away twice. He gets sent away once because Elaine's father is a total asshole and didn't want someone of noble birth or whatever mixing with some ruffian. And then after that, they finally meet up and they get together, you know, they get together as a couple and they have a few years or whatever at school. And then Van drops out and has the angst and goes away again for, I forget, I think it's undisclosed reasons. I don't think we ever really talked about that. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I think they're just a really solid, I can't really call them a couple because they aren't together right now. But I think that I really want it to be the end goal because they are so perfect for each other in a way I've not seen in the entire series. I think, like, even the likes of Estelle and Joshua, I think that they surpass at this point. There's so much good chemistry there. And that's insane. That is fucking insane for me to say, considering I'm comparing them to two characters that spent an entire game to get joint at the hip. Like, that's an insane comparison, despite the fact that they haven't gotten nearly that much content. But overall, I think it's wonderful. And overall, I think this entire game was wonderful. I think that it was incredibly done. I did not have many extra thoughts whatsoever. What am I trying to say? I don't have many negatives to say about this game. My only thoughts are like, okay, maybe I could have gotten used to the combat sooner. But next game, the combat will be expanded upon, as all Trails games are, and I'll at least have a good foothold for the start of this art from this game in order to be better in the next one. And the next one will come very soon. I've had the game bought, and I bought it along with the first one, so I've been waiting to get to the next one. And that we shall. That we shall. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it was just an overall really fun experience. The gameplay stuff aside, like, I don't really have many... Oh, the only thing I want to say is that, God, are Edith NPCs so numerous. I love them. I love them. There's so many good ones. But fuck, dude! There's so many! Way too many. I can't even keep track. Next game, as much as it pains me to admit, I'm gonna have to, like, just cut some stuff out, dude. I'm gonna have to just... Like, this game... You know, this is 74 episodes, dude. I need to cut it down. I need to just pick my favorite NPCs, show their storylines, and cut the rest out. Like, I can't just keep every single one in. Even if there's some that I like, I need to just cut it off, you know? New game, new slate. I know what ones I like. I know what ones I'm okay with. The okay with ones, I'm just gonna have to cut out, man. There's too much. That's my only complaint, is that there's too much of them, and I just gotta cut it out. On my own time, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but it's the fact that I have to voice it all and I have to record it, and it just takes so long. Anyways, I have ranted for however the fuck long this has been, and I should probably get a move on. So, this has been an incredible game. There's no denying that. It's so fucking good. I don't even have the words to describe how much I love this game, honestly. But all good things must come to an end. And that is why we are where we are. So, I can't even say next time. We're at the end here. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It has been a long time coming for us to get to the end, but I'm glad we're here. It has been a journey, and I loved it from start to finish. Despite the 1 or 2 gripes I just mentioned, I loved it to bits. And I wouldn't have it any other way. This is my favorite series of all time, and it still remains that. Incredible game, and I can't wait to see what comes next. So, thank you insanely for watching, and next time, we'll be on to a new journey with Daybreak 2. Thank you very much, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until the next series. Ja, matane!